Hello, welcome in. If you are new here, my name is Kinny. I know I'm comfortable right now. It's my birthday week, okay? I'm gonna be my PJs, even though I do that other weeks. But hey, if you're new here, my name is Kinny. Welcome in, okay? I am a professional psychic medium, tarot reader, singer, songwriter. I just released a song, One For You Freestyle, okay? That is out on all streaming platforms, okay? Go ahead and give that a listen. Share it to your homegirl, your homeboy, your friends. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all so much for being here, okay? Today we're going to be in our magical bag as well as our psychic and tarot bag, okay? So we're doing a couple things here. Really, this message is about protection, okay? This is about what are you being protected from at this moment in time. This is a collective reading, okay? And we're also going to be doing sign up for collective candle magic for protection, okay? So if you're interested in signing up for collective candle magic is going to be $10, okay? Very Capricorn season, okay? This is going to be $10 to participate in this protection, and I'll be setting this up tomorrow. The moon is in Scorpio right now, okay? And I'll definitely come on live when I do that. So yes, $10 to sign up for this, okay, protection magic. And if anyone is interested in a personal reading today, quick readings are $10, okay? Hi, hey, baby, hey, welcome in. Okay, so before we get into this protection reading, y'all, thank y'all so much if you're watching this on the tube. Thank y'all for giving this a thumbs up. Thank y'all for hitting that like button, that subscribe button, okay, that notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new videos, okay? And thank you so much for sharing this video or sharing this live to somebody, okay, that you feel like this resonates with. Hi, bonsoir. Hey, hello everybody. Hi Jay, hi Jasmine. So yeah, y'all, I'm about to get into it. So once again, for those who are just now entering this live, thank y'all as well for tapping that screen, okay? I fucks with you. All right, we're getting into protection messages. What are you being protected from? Readings today, quick readings. Thank you. Readings today are $10, okay? And if you want to sign up for this protection magic, Amy, are you signing up for the protection or are you signing up for the reading? The readings today are $10, okay, for quick readings, and sign up for protection, okay, is $10, okay? Protection, child, I'm messaging old girl like you told me to do. You got this. No problem. I'm gonna go ahead and write this list down for Amy, okay? Amy is on that protection list. Let me see. Yup. So yes, y'all, we're gonna get into these messages, okay? So let's get into it. Let's get into it, okay? So in terms of what you're being protected from, all right, it's Capricorn season, okay? 7 days to my birthday, everybody. It's Capricorn season, okay? Very much so protection. Mars is in Capricorn, okay? The sun is in Capricorn, okay? Mercury's in Capricorn. Venus is in Capricorn, okay? OMG, I need that, girl. The protection. Very much so, y'all. Very Capricorn, and the moon is in Scorpio right now. So I was like, protection, 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 okay? Capricorn is a sign of protection, and Scorpio is also a very like protective and intensive sign. But all of this energy, okay? Y'all may have felt like you were being like attacked recently. That may not be the case, but you just may very much so have felt like that recently. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. What are y'all being protected from? Okay, take a resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank y'all for sharing the live. Okay, it's 5:43 on the clock. So in terms of like what y'all are being protected from, okay, this could have to do with like past shit. Okay, this is past shit. Didn't egg cleanse, and what I saw, oh Lord. This right here, like y'all got Osupa, okay? So y'all have vision, all right? This is the moon card in this deck, okay? And the moon is currently in Scorpio, okay? So some of y'all could be protected from a Scorpio from the past, okay? Scorpio placement or Cancer or Pisces placement, okay? So you could be being protected from a water sign placement from the past. okay, that you just was dealing with or whatever the case may be. And it says vision. You could have definitely been seeing this person in your visions, okay, in your dreams possibly. You could have definitely been like having flashes of this person or flashbacks recently in terms of how you know, okay, what this is, okay. But with Osupa, this has to do with like shadow, okay, shadow work versus like light work, okay. And also even the word like, even the term like light work, okay. I definitely feel as though like which y'all are being protected. Like y'all are very protected in general. You know what I'm saying? Fresh recommendations, okay. Videos and photos could be significant, okay. You could definitely have been deleting video or looking at videos and photos, okay, of this person recently, or videos and photos of past people, okay, past water sign placements, okay. It could definitely be very, very significant for you. Okay, so what you're being protected from could definitely have to do with like some shadowy energy or somebody being shisty or shady. Okay, for some of y'all, this could also have to do with you being protected from like somebody like sending magic your way. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, okay? Or this could have to do with somebody sending like heaviness or like negativity, gossip, okay, and foolishness your way, okay? That is exactly what this is. What you're being what you're being protected from as of right now has to do with that. Okay. Is that what I named this live? What are you being protected from? Yeah, it is. I definitely think that I'm staring at the shadow side of this, and that definitely makes me feel like you could just be thinking about like how somebody had you fucked up. That's been coming up a lot in the collective. I know it's the Capricorn season energy in the air, but I definitely feel like you could be thinking also that Aquarius eclipse we're coming up on. And also, y'all, with this moon card upright, the next lunation that we have is the new moon in Capricorn on my birthday, January 18th, okay, 2026. So a lot of y'all, Kiana, don't miss this. Spend time with God and read the verse of the day. Okay, interesting. So some of y'all, if y'all use the Bible in your practice, okay, if y'all use the Bible in your practice, okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? If you are like a root worker, okay? If you practice hoodoo, close practice. If you practice hoodoo, close practice, okay? Then y'all may want to get deeper into looking into protection, okay? And finding protection throughout, okay? The book of Psalms, okay? That could be 91 could be significant for somebody, okay? Very overall strong. Archangel Michael, I asked him to be here in this reading as well, Santísima Muerte as well. Okay, but so Archangel Michael and Psalm 91 are very connected, okay? Because, you know, essentially it's saying to like let God's angels take charge over you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and to like protect yourself. This is good for protecting your home as well. Yeah, essentially like no sickness entering into your threshold, you know what I'm saying? No negativity coming around. You just confirmed everything for y'all. Yeah, Psalm 91 is very significant for y'all. Okay, pyrite could also be very, very significant for y'all. This could also have to do with financial protection. Okay, financial protection is very, very significant as well. All right, so I definitely feel like even with me, like, you know, using this blue candle, okay, for the protection candle, the sign up, like I said, if you're interested in being on this protection candle, it is $10, okay, and readings today are $10, okay? Very 10th house Capricorn energy, okay? But Osupa with vision, okay, and with this like moon situation going on, I definitely feel like you're thinking about the last. That girl, we got 33 cents in this motherfucker. That's real. Christmas definitely just happened too. I understand. Capricorn season is like the most expensive season of the year, truly. Like there's so much money spent on Christmas, and like people think astrology isn't real. Why is Christmas during Capricorn season and the New Year? All this people signing up for shit, they spending money on gym subscriptions and people getting juice cleanses and juicers. It definitely can be a trap. Okay, Capricorn season is definitely one of those. It'll drain you. Let's see. Hi, Brooke. If you're interested in getting a personal reading today, readings are $10. My list is open. That'll be towards the end of this reading. But yeah. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and check me out on YouTube at Tarot Tea with Kinny. Okay, I definitely be posting readings on there. Okay, full readings, pick a cards. Okay, I'm uploading the new people dice reading. Okay, that I did yesterday. I just have to put the timestamps on it before I make it public. Okay, but there's all kind of shit up there. Okay, so yeah, y'all, what y'all are being protected from at this moment in time, it definitely has to do with like shadow shit. Okay, it has to do with like past shit. You're being protected from like an intensity coming from a water sign like placement. Okay, you're dealing with some sort of intensity coming from a past water sign that you are dealing with. Okay, Maya, Kinny, so PR and don't even realize it. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. The cover, I can't not love her. Damn. I love y'all too. Y'all, what Capricorn sun, my first house, Capricorn sun, Capricorn rising, Capricorn Mercury. With this vision card, okay, with Osupa. Okay, let me find it. Let me find it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, hi Kai. So here we get a long-awaited glimpse at the dark side of the moon, which is a reflection of the collective memory. Okay, so yeah, collective memories. You could definitely, you and other people could be thinking about each other right now. Okay. So just know that this energy seems to be going both ways. So what you're being protected from is some sort of link. Okay. Some sort of link that you have, some sort of like, especially if this is like a physical link. Okay. Like intimately, SEGGSULE. Okay. You can have some sort of like link with somebody, take it in first names, leave it doesn't. Okay. With a water sign placement. Okay. From the past. All right. And there is something about this, okay, that's coming up, which is a reflection of the collective memory. Osupa is the card of dreams and illuminates the inner world of your fears, hopes, and feelings. Okay. The brain is very powerful and it cannot decipher the difference between when you imagine an event and when you experience it. The imagination is one of the powerful tools in your metaphysical toolbox, and you can use it as a means of healing or of replaying old programming that keeps you stuck in a lower frequency. Your subconscious, okay, resides between your temples. They are called temples for a reason. Okay. Chippo Kandake could be significant. Check her out on YouTube. She's a dancer, okay, and a creator. All right. Based in New Orleans. All right. Check her out. She could be significant. Okay. Osupa works with the heart. This is home to the seat of the soul. Okay, Osupa works during the night when your dreams and visions come alive fully in the light of the moon and the darkness. It is time to turn your attention within and start to work on your dream escape. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Capricorn person. Okay. This is the card of the dreamer, the creative, the artist, the musician, and the free spirit. You're being protected from people could definitely be writing songs about you, okay, or like making poems about you, painting things inspired by you. People could definitely be like, you could be somebody's like negative muse, like somebody could be creating stuff having to do with whatever the fuck happened between y'all, okay? It is time to listen to the symbolism coming forth in your dreams and journal. Okay, so some of y'all dream journals could be very, very significant. Some of y'all's dreams have been cutting up, acting up recently. Okay, with this moon card or this pipe, like, okay, some of y'all's dreams have been cutting up, acting up recently. Okay, so definitely understand that your messages about protection are coming through in your dreams. Okay, so what you're dreaming about, that might be a sign that you need to protect yourself. Okay, or who or what you need to protect yourself from. Okay, definitely get in them journals, okay? And a lot of that is also being pushed by the fact that we're having that lunar eclipse on March 3rd in Virgo, okay, which has to do, Virgo is a sign of writing and journaling, okay? It's also very psychically inclined because Pisces is its sister sign, okay? When Osupa appears in your spread, it is time to ask yourself, am I ignoring my shadow self? Am I having nightmares because of unresolved issues that I keep replaying? So yeah, you're being protected from like stuff in your sleep, stuff in your dreams as well. Okay, you're being protected from heaviness coming through in your dreams, especially like having to do with like past relationships with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Capricorn placement person. Okay, and if y'all are having nightmares or crazy dreams and things of that nature, that them unresolved issues with people, okay, that's what the problem is. Okay, that is what the problem is. All right, what I'm seeing here, what is this? This is future love letter. I love you. Okay, in reverse. Future love letter. I love you, which reminds me of my song One For You freestyle. Okay, because I talk about writing a love letter. Okay, so this could definitely have to do with like someone from the past being upset at what you have going on currently, okay, in love and relationships, or what you're planning to have going on in the future. Okay, so yeah, you're being protected from some type of like heaviness from like a past intimate connection, okay, or just like someone who could be sending some heaviness, negativity your way, especially if y'all were intimate with each other, okay? One For You freestyle by Kinny is out on all streaming services and platforms. Check the song out, okay? Because this really is coming up as a channel song right now, okay? But it says I love you in reverse, okay? Oh girl, la 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 la, my yeah, okay. So I'm writing this love letter, writing this love letter, 'cause no one can love you better, but if they do, I hope they get you wetter, 'cause baby, I just know how you like it so, how you ride it though. Okay, this is significant. There's somebody who is like still like stuck on y'all. Okay, someone is literally writing. I say someone's creating. Someone could literally be writing poetry, songs. Nah, and you better sing. Thank you. Okay, so this could definitely be. And then after that is, yeah, you got my heart. I know you wanna take it slow, and we gotta take some time, 'cause we gotta live our lives. So I'ma be patient. I'ma keep on waiting till we're ready for the rest of our lives. Maybe it's tonight. Maybe it's tonight. Maybe it's tonight. 'Cause I'm the one for you. I love a letter tonight. Better watch out, 'cause the mailman's coming. You could have been talking to somebody about, that's my song, y'all. I ate that up. That was a freestyle when I sang it. I recorded it. Anyway, this could definitely be someone that you like wrote about yourself, okay? This could be past people writing about you, okay? Past people that y'all could have been musically involved with, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Orpheus without the tragedy has me crying, okay? The story of Orpheus could be significant, y'all, okay? Also, the Odyssey could be significant, okay? Also, Percy Jackson and any of the Percy Jackson books or franchise situations could be very significant. 5:55 on the clock, okay? So there was a significant change between you and like somebody. This is supposed to be future love letter, okay? In terms of like a letter to yourself, okay? But I feel like this doesn't have to do with you. This has to do with like somebody else, okay? Hi, you for real? The woo woo lady is hi Taylor. So I definitely feel like, and some of y'all could also be the woo woo ladies, okay, or the woo woo folks, okay. Serenity now, like literally, some of y'all could be the woo woo people yourself, okay. And I definitely think that you're being protected from people trying to like spy into you, okay. I definitely feel as though there are people here writing about you, okay. There are definitely people here writing about you, and like they're wanting to kind of alter your sense of self. Someone wants you to feel bad about something that they feel like you did, okay. Ain't never beating them allegations. Okay, so I definitely think that, like I said, with One For You freestyle, this is definitely like somebody to where like maybe this person used to write you love letters, you used to write them letters, okay, whatever the case may be. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Capricorn placement person, okay. Also, and the song that I sampled at the end of that is 4-Page Letter by Leah, who was also a Capricorn, okay. So that could be very, very significant, okay. Never ever, okay. Let's say Swampy Dog for life. So quite literally, I feel like this is past romantic energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn energy, and I definitely feel like this is somebody writing about you, creating things having to do with you, okay, poems, whatever the case may be, and someone like they are very stuck on you physically, intimately, okay, sexually, even if y'all haven't like had, like most of y'all, this is giving that y'all have, okay, but this is feeling like even if like that tension was there, you know what I mean? Like somebody's like still thinking about all that. They're still thinking about all that. They're telling me I don't have to read that right now. There's something about y'all. Self-love magic could definitely benefit y'all, okay, or self-love work, okay. I recently started doing something, a self-love box as I lead up to my birthday and Valentine's Day, okay. I'll probably do a video on that soon, okay, to show y'all how to do one, okay, if y'all would be interested in that. When I said self-love magic, okay, this is the Hierophant card in this deck in reverse, okay. Aduro Sinsin, tradition in reverse, okay. So this is giving non-traditional, okay, opposite of tradition. Okay, y'all could also be releasing like a Taurus energy. It's gonna have to do with like, what you're being protected from. When I said self-love, Okay, you're going about things like differently, and like with all these like spirits that are there, like you like left some sort of like relationship or situation. Okay, 1500 could be significant. Okay, motorcycles could be significant. Okay, electric bikes could be significant. Some of y'all may have like rode an electric bike with this person, maybe this person had a motorcycle, or like that could have been interesting. I don't know. But I definitely feel like this is like you change things up. Okay, you're being protected from somebody that like it just wasn't working out with, because you have to focus on you and yourself. Like this was the idea of like someone is upset that you chose you in the situation. Okay, and you may have chose like a non-conventional route for your relationship, or like maybe you weren't down for the commitment, or like you cut things off, or like there was just some sort of like issue with that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could be judging your relationship structure, or like how you date, the type of people that you date. Okay, it's definitely someone that you like dealt with in the past. Okay, it doesn't, like for most of y'all this does feel physical. Okay, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, somebody could really like to swim. This person could like to swim. Okay, I can say Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. Okay, I'm certain about that. Okay, emphasis on the Scorpio, and emphasis on really all of them, because the times right now, like, like, but yeah. So when it comes down to it, the emphasis on the Scorpio. Okay, when it comes down to it, messages about what are they being protected from? Also, y'all, once again, for those who are just now entering, if y'all are interested in partaking in this protection candle that I'll be loading tomorrow, okay, $10 for this, okay, I'm going to be loading it up, praying over it and such, okay, and also if y'all are interested in a personal reading today, quick readings are at $10, okay, so y'all go ahead and let me know. My list is open. That'll be towards the end of this, okay. So when it comes down to it, okay, what are y'all being protected from? Thank you, Santissima, for these messages. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for these messages. Okay, some of y'all could be devotees. Okay, some of y'all could work with Archangel Michael. Y'all could be devotees de la Santa Muerte. Okay. Ooh. It's kind of sideways, but I'm gonna take it up right. Crossing the veil. Okay, mourning. Okay, didn't I say that? Don't that feel the same? Okay, look at that. Crossing the veil, mourning. Okay, and look at these like spirits like raising up around. Okay, so when it comes down to it, okay, the name Zaya could be significant, the name Azaya could be significant, okay, the name Taylor could be significant, Taylor Port could be significant, okay, Venus could be significant, the name Venus could be significant, okay, that gives me Venus Williams, okay, Venus and Serena could be significant, siblings could be significant, okay, particularly sisters, tennis could be significant, sunflowers could be significant, okay. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Amy. So quite literally, how do I do that? Okay, there we go. So quite literally, with crossing the veil and mourning, I feel like you're being protected from past shit. Okay, like you're transitioning into something new. And I feel like that new moon in Capricorn is definitely going to be a portal. Right now, you're cutting off the cycles. You're ending things. Scorpio is the sign of endings, transformation, transitions. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like you're really on the other end. You're like coming out of the other side of this. That new moon in Capricorn is going to mark a like, if you're watching this when I post it, okay. If you're watching this later, take it as the next new moon, okay. Or the next lunation. It could be a new moon or a full moon, whatever the case may be. But in our case, the new moon in Capricorn could definitely be very, very significant in terms of a brand new beginning for you, because whatever the fuck this is that you're being protected from, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever this is not helpful, because it's stopping you from your concept of self, and it's stopping you from your own personal understanding of like self-love, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like causing like blockages because you're feeling some type of way because somebody wants you to feel some type of way about what the fuck happened. You could be dealing with guilt recently, or like heaviness about whatever the fuck happened between y'all, okay? Because you chose like singlehood, or like to like leave a situation, or like that wasn't what you wanted, or you know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't pleased in some type of way. I don't know. Like shit just wasn't the way you wanted it. So when it comes down to crossing the veil and mourning, okay, who is that? Jay, that's for a reading. Jay's on the list for a reading. Okay, I believe. I'm gonna double check with her, but we're gonna see in a second. But if that is the case, then Jay would be first on the list. Okay. Jay is first on the list for a reading. Heads up in advance. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now. Okay. Readings are $10 today. Jay is first on the list. Okay. But yeah, y'all are being protected from and then I'm gonna hi Tyler. Hi Trinity. I'm gonna go ahead and put Amy as next. I'm gonna say spicy. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and it has been a minute. Hi, honey bun. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Okay, so we're talking about protection right now. Okay, Amy, I got you. Amy is second on the list for a reading. Okay, readings are $10 today. If y'all are interested, y'all will be third on the list after Jay and Amy. Okay, and protection candle participation, which I'm going to load up tomorrow, is going to be at $10 as well. Jada, you're interested in the protection candle, period. I'll go ahead and write you down. But yeah, this is past people. These are people mourning you. You're being protected from like feeling like there's like a heaviness, okay, that's like keeping you. Okay, student loans could be very, very significant, okay, in terms of what you're being protected from. Y'all could definitely also be mourning how stuff happened with the school situation. Oh, somebody that got clocked somebody's tea. I done clocked somebody's tea. I don't know. I understand, but you're mourning how something happened with the school situation. Stop it. Everything happens for a reason. Okay? And everything doesn't have to even be tea. And I think that's the thing about how you feel, is you're being protected from like looking at your past and your past relationships and your past school shit and your past, these things that you feel like didn't work out for you, these structures that didn't work out for you, that you feel like didn't work out for you. You know what I mean? Like these things are coming up, okay, in order for you to recognize that they've been holding you down. You're grieving how stuff happened with the school situation. You're grieving how stuff happened with the relationship, okay, whatever the case may be. Tyler is third on the list, okay, for readings, okay. Readings are $10 today. If anyone is interested, why not? That's real. Readings are $10. I'll be fourth on the list after Tyler. So yeah, y'all, I definitely feel like this is like past shit. I feel like this is past shit. Y'all are regretting how things happened with the relationship. Y'all are regretting how things happened with a school situation. Okay. I'm still in school, but waiting to hear back about an appeal for my financial aid this semester. Lord, I understand. You know what I mean? But that in terms of that, like Spirit is telling you, everything is happening for a reason. And y'all, I need to upload that You're Being Too Hard on Yourself reading. I don't know if I already uploaded that, but I need to upload that soon. The one that I did on live a couple of days ago. Okay, because we're back to that Capricorn season and that Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Mercury, Capricorn Venus, okay, and Capricorn Mars. Most people, if you don't have placements like that, or like Earth placements, especially a Capricorn placement, that is heavy. Okay, Capricorns are notoriously hard on ourselves, real bad. Okay, so for somebody who has a lot of like watery energy yourself, possibly Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements, okay, you may be like, what the fuck, whenever Capricorn season comes around, okay, especially if you have Cancer placements, you may be like, oh my goodness, okay, because like you're just beating yourself up about shit, okay, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's that energy of like, what are you not doing? You know what I'm saying? Like Saturn's going to highlight that for you, whether you want that to happen or not. You know what I'm saying? So this, for a lot of people without like that type of grounding, is heavy, too heavy. And then it's more Saturn energy after this season. Give me the fuck about it. Absolutely. Okay. Saturn's going to shift into Aries. Okay. This reading is making me nervous, LMAO. I understand. But y'all are being protected from this energy. So there's no need to be nervous. You know what I'm saying? I just understand like why it would. But honestly and truly, y'all, this is a message that the new moon in Capricorn that's coming up, or the next lunation from whenever you're seeing this. Okay, that lunation is going to like is going to be a significant time of you crossing over, okay, energetically into this new layer and level of protection, because you're recognizing that that guilt and that heaviness is holding you back from the stuff that you need to do for you, okay? You thinking about the way that that relationship ended, okay? The guilt, the grief, the heaviness about that situation is stopping your self-concept, okay? It's putting a blockage in the way that you see yourself, the way that you talk about yourself. Maybe y'all stop journaling. Maybe you stopped writing after whatever happened with this person, or after whatever happened with the school situation, or you did something different. You broke tradition in some type of way. Okay, this could have been a divorce, this could have been a breakup, this could have been dropping out of school, this could have been changing your pathway, this could have been something non-conventional. This is you like changing and shifting up, rocking the boat. Rock the Boat by Aaliyah could be significant, who once again is a Capricorn. Okay, we're back to One For You Freestyle, my song, which samples a 4-page letter. Okay, the number 4 is very, very significant. Okay, 4th house energy, Cancer energy. We talked about that with this moon. Okay, so just know, y'all, this is not a bad reading. This is the idea of like y'all are actively being protected from some people, right? Like people who have like this heaviness and this pull on you. Okay, these people who are pulling and like trying to like these people who are mad because like you did something different. Okay. And also this is you like getting past the grief of how people feel about your school situation, how people feel about that relationship that you was just in. Okay. This is you crossing that and getting past that. Okay. You're being protected from like past people mourning you. And you're also being protected from like, you're giving yourself, this protection is allowing you to give yourself some time to mourn. Okay. The black cat wrapped around my feet this morning. Okay, confirmation. Okay, confirmation. Black cats could definitely be very, very significant. I seen the neighborhood black cat cross by earlier. Okay, so when it comes down to mourning, bittersweet endings, and marking a passage, quite literally, bittersweet endings. Okay, so shit may have ended badly, or how you perceive badly when it came down to this like relationship, this person that you could have been like this past Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn placement person. Okay, all of that. Okay, all of that. Okay. That you have to let that go. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking with you. You did what you had to do. This new one in Capricorn is about long-term stability. It's about moving the fuck forward. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn is like you know that video from Ryan's Eye where they're like, why are you crying? Get the fuck up. Like, you're a witch. Like, that's what this energy is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have shit to do. You know what I mean? And you felt guilty enough about whatever this is, or heavy enough, or judged enough about this for long enough is what this feels like. You know what I'm saying? If you were even supposed to feel that way at all, you know? So this is the idea of like, you're being protected while you pass through, okay? While you transition. It's bittersweet. Bittersweet by Fantasia, who's a Cancer, could be very, very significant. Even when you're moving on, okay, to something better, it can be hard to let go of things you've loved for a really long time. You might move into your dream home, but that doesn't mean you don't get to mourn the happy memories in the old house that has held you until now. Okay, so y'all are definitely being protected from like being held on to like the past. It could also have to do with you throwing away somebody's shit, okay, or getting rid of it about your house, okay, or to stop wearing it, or whatever the case may be. You may celebrate your child moving out of the nest and finding their own way, but you still need time to work through such a dramatic change. This is protecting you from the heavy emotions that are coming up while you're getting stable, while you're getting into this new beginning, having to do with your money, your finances, your career, you know what I'm saying? Like your stability, long-term stability, your public image, you know what I'm saying? Your branding, your PR, you know what I'm saying? Like June 11th could be significant. The name Junie could also be significant. Also gives me Junie from Solange, okay? Cancer, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, okay? But yeah, this card represents that bittersweet moment when you know it's time for something good to come to an end, but you'll still miss what you had. I find there is a lot of pressure to move past grief rather than through it, okay? Often, a failure to acknowledge grief may lead to doubt about the beautiful new path that is ahead of you. Road openers can be very, very significant. Blockage removers as well, but this feels more like road openers. Yellow candles can be significant, okay? Often, a failure to acknowledge grief may lead to doubt, okay, about the beautiful new path that is ahead of you, that new moon, okay? So that new moon in Capricorn, or the next new or full moon, but especially new moon, y'all, okay? That is going to be very significant for y'all. This is you needing to acknowledge your grief. This is you recognizing that you were still kind of like thrown off by the way that by the choice that you made, but you didn't make the wrong choice, okay? Even if shit could have been better, you know, like we're people. Crossing the veil has come to you because you may be questioning a decision out of fear that what you're getting may not be worth what you're giving up, okay? So you're questioning like the value of things. It's also very Capricorn season, okay? Weighing shit out, you know what I mean? But like, You can't hold on to everything forever. This card is your confirmation to let go, but also to make space to process your grief. Okay. Where you are now has served its purpose and you are destined for more this year. Okay. You may consider performing a ceremony similar to a graduation to mark. Some of y'all could be graduating as well as could be your brand new beginning. You know what I'm saying? You could be mourning who you used to be, like, you know, a school situation. Okay. To mark the transition from one way of being to the next, or create an altar space for a time to show your gratitude and appreciation for what was. Honor yourself. Okay. Some of y'all need to get into your self-love altars or personal altars. Okay. Build a self altar if that applies to you. Okay. Yeah, above, also gratitude list could be significant. Writing a gratitude list and burning it up could be very, very significant for somebody to send that gratitude up into the universe. Above all, also take a resonates, leave what doesn't. Above all, trust that where you are headed is right and will lead to many more happy memories. Okay, you are safe and will be supported. So this is not a bad reading at all, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is just, you're actively being protected from these things in order for you to pass through. But this heaviness, like I said, you're feeling a heaviness and like this tension coming from like these past events, okay, these past people, is giving a romantic or physical situation, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn placement person, and it's also giving school shit, okay? Or like how you feel about like a place in your career, you know? Above all, trust that where you're headed is right, y'all, and will lead to many more happy memories. If you did a road opener, this is a confirmation that that worked, okay? You are safe and will be supported this year, okay? You're safe and will be supported this year, y'all, okay? Even if you do not know what comes next, know that you are held in security of spirit. And I talk about what you're being protected from. Y'all are being protected, okay, by spirit, and you're held in security of spirit, okay? Someone could be pregnant. Okay, some of y'all could be, your pregnancy could be something that is being protected right now, okay? Even if that's like keeping that shit secret until it's time, okay? Even if you do not know what comes next, know that you are held in security of spirit, okay? Also, mind you, I don't do pregnancy readings, y'all, unless I just see pregnancy coming up. I'm just saying that for some of y'all, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? Like some of y'all could just feel that, okay? Even if you do not know what comes next, know that you are held in security of spirit and that when you let go, something else will take its place. Okay? Yeah, when you let go of all this shit, okay? When you do shit differently, okay? Something else will take its place. Okay? So it's new shit coming. Y'all are being protected. Y'all are fine. Okay? Bro, why is pregnancy constantly coming up? I one and done. Spirit is tripping. It could also have to do with like a new beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like starting something new, being pregnant with ideas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and pull a final message of advice, okay, in terms of protection, okay, and like what you're being protected from, okay? Messages of protection. What advice do you have for them? Okay. Hibernation, authentic self-expression, and spiritual gifts, okay? Hibernation, authentic self-expression, and spiritual gifts, okay? Like y'all are in hibernation right now. It is winter. It's still winter, okay? So give yourself some time, okay? But it's still winter whenever I'm recording this until March, okay? Until we get to Aries season, right? In the middle of March. But I definitely feel as though which are being protected from are like messages about protection right now, okay? If y'all need to hibernate, okay, in order to foster your spiritual gifts, okay, and like authentically express yourself and your spirituality, you know what I'm saying? There's a need for you to kind of, some of y'all need to keep certain shit to yourself, especially when it comes down to your spiritual gifts, okay, or your spirituality, okay, in terms of just know when and where. You just know that certain people don't necessarily deserve that part of you. You know what I mean? You don't have to like divulge everything to everybody if you don't want to. Like that's completely up to you, you know what I'm saying? But use your discernment. And I definitely think that it says your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest, okay? So you're meditating on all this past shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what this crossing the veil is. It's a bittersweet ending. You need time for that, okay? And you're probably going to be experiencing that for the rest of winter until we get to this Aries season energy, okay? Because we're also having these 2 eclipses during winter, okay? We're having 2 eclipses this winter. All right, so you could definitely be experiencing like all this like heaviness having to do with that, okay? Authentic self-expression. Someone could be turning 44. Oh, I didn't mean to say 44. I meant 24, but both of those could be significant. Be true to who you really are and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Okay, like I said, like there's an issue with how you see yourself, okay, self-love wise, okay, and what it is that you think you could definitely be needing to write love letters to yourself. That's what I've been doing recently for my self-love box. I'm gonna show y'all that soon, okay? But authentic self-expression, be true to who you really are and your life will change in the most amazing ways, okay? So, yeah, there's a need, because like whoever this was or whatever that situation was cramping your style. You are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts. Egg bites could be significant, and egg whites. Okay, also gives me great white shark. Look up the spiritual meaning of shark, especially a great white. You are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts right now. So y'all, that's why you need to go into hibernation, okay? That's why you need some more time, like, with yourself, okay? You may feel kind of like isolated as of right now, okay? And that's in order for you to get this new beginning, like, stable and settled. But your spiritual gifts are being protected right now. You should use your spiritual gifts to protect yourself, okay? And definitely take some time to be with inside of yourself, okay? To recharge this, because this year is going to be a very important year for y'all, okay? Especially if you're somebody who wants to put themselves out there, especially if you're somebody with spiritual gifts and you want to put yourself out there like that. Soulmate in reverse. What the fuck did I say? I said this is about someone, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Capricorn placement person from the past. Okay. This was a karmic partner. This was a soulmate of yours. Okay. But this was a karmic partner. Okay, so someone that you just like, you know, this was someone that you thought was like a forever person, or like whatever the case may be. It was not, they were not. This relationship is a match made in heaven. In reverse means this relationship is a match made in hell. Okay, so definitely it gives me that Capricorn energy. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn energy. And I just strongly, and like the card done fell over the mourning card. Okay, this person is also mourning. You're mourning this person, that relationship, or that person is mourning. You're being protected from that shit. If this is someone mourning you, you're being protected from that. Okay, if you are the person mourning them, you're being protected from any like excess connection. Okay, because what the fuck? What energy is that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn placement person sending towards the collective? It's something that you would probably find funnier, okay? You would probably find this funny. The void in reverse, okay? What energy? This person is definitely like in some sort of space. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction, okay? This is in reverse. So someone's trying to fill your void, okay? Someone is definitely trying to fill your void. Hi, Passion. Welcome in, honey. Thank God for tapping the screen as well. Thank God for sharing this live. And also, thank you for subscribing on YouTube at Tarot Tea with Kinny for these videos, okay? I be posting them, okay? So when it comes down to the void, you may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction, but in reverse, okay? This definitely gives me that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Capricorn placement person, okay? They're trying to like fill this void, but it's like, it feels like it's not fillable, okay? As of right now, like it's like a U-shaped hole, okay? Going on, okay? Snowballs could be significant and cotton balls could be significant, okay? Not me hearing Vapors by Janae Eiko, okay? And I believe also Vince Staples might be on that as well. What sign is Vince Staples? Is he a Cancer? Okay, so Janae Eiko's a Pisces, okay? Also, Vicks Vapor Rub could be significant. Ponte Vicks. I heard Ponte Vicks. Okay, that could be significant for somebody as well. Okay. So yeah, this person, the energy they're sending towards you, yeah, he's a Cancer. So Pisces, Cancer energy. Okay, we're back to that heavy water sign energy. The Vapors by Janae Eiko and Vince Staples could be a channel song for here as well. So we have One For You Freestyles, a channel song by me, Kinny, Osterman Services and Platforms. We have The Vapors by Janae Eiko and Vince Staples, okay? So yeah, it's a lot going. Am I woo-woo too? Yes. The collective of people watching this right now are definitely the woo-woo folks, okay? And I just feel like someone is trying to get that together. This person, they could definitely be coming out of an addiction, okay? This person could be coming out of an addiction, okay? And like they're kind of like needing to like, they're starting to face something that happened, okay? Universal mind in reverse. You're about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. Yeah, this is somebody who's like not prepared for the solution to their to what happened. The energy that you're receiving, this universal mind, this is definitely somebody who's still trying to communicate with you. Like I said, that's why you may be like dreaming of this person, okay? That's why you may be seeing that person energetically, whatever the case may be, all right? But I definitely feel like the energy that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Capricorn placement person is like sending to you, this person is also, this person could definitely be on fucking social media. Someone could be messy. They could be sending shots, okay? Like somebody could be like trying to like sneak this, okay? Like I said, someone is writing about you. Someone is creating. They could be like making songs, making poems, painting art, okay? Making art inspired by you, okay? This person could even just be like communicating with people about you, whatever the case may be, okay? Bro, big confirmation. Somebody is definitely like, it's also, if there's none of the above, this person could definitely be like pump faking on social media, okay? Nah, if they are, I don't know. So like that's exactly so because y'all are focused on yourself. That's why you're being protected from people from this energy so you don't get sucked into that shit. Okay, Snapchat could be very, very significant as well. Okay, so some of these are exes. Okay, and for others of y'all, these are past people that you slept with. Okay, even if they're not an ex. Okay, and for others of y'all, this has to do with the past, like school situation. But for the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn placement energy from this past energy, this person, okay, this person is like, they don't have, like, this person has the wrong idea, okay, about how to like, I guess, fix the situation. I feel like this person still kind of wants to fix the situation, but you're about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. This person does not have the solution. Okay, they don't have an answer to like how everything happened. And with that power struggle, 41, power struggle in reverse, you may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people, but this is the end. So the energy you're being sent is because you got out of a power struggle. Okay, the Hierophant represents like positions of power, like institutions of power, okay, like the church or school or marriage, you know what I'm saying, institutions in general. And in reverse, this is you like shifting things up and ending some sort of power struggle that was happening between you and this person. Okay, so this is the end of a power struggle. Inner child, you are currently healing old emotional wounds. So yeah, whatever happened between you and this person, it triggered the fuck out of them. Okay, it triggered the fuck out of them into some sort of like, understand this person may be getting past an addiction. This person could be healing from some sort of addiction, okay, or like an emptiness because they're trying to fill some sort of void that you left, okay. And also this person is definitely being weird on social media. Okay, or like this is definitely someone still trying to like figure out what you got going on. Okay, this person could literally be trying to communicate with you in your dreams. Okay, you're about to receive, this person doesn't have like the answer to like why everything happened between y'all. Like they don't know, you know. And with that power struggle in reverse, like this is the end of a power struggle. Like, you know, this person may still, like, we're back to that, this person was a karmic partner. Okay, definitely still a soulmate, but a karmic one. Okay, currently healing old emotional wounds. Okay, yeah, this person and their energy towards you, like you definitely triggered them into some sort of healing. Okay, yeah, this person is not in a love and light energy right now. Okay, because they're still figuring some shit out. It's not time to reconcile this relationship, friendship, or partnership. It's not supposed to be saved. It can't be saved, right? Like in the way that it is. Like it's just not. Yeah, so this is you enforcing stronger boundaries and protection, y'all. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card of advice in general for the collective before I get into personal readings, okay? But before that, thank y'all for tapping the screen, okay? Thank y'all for hitting that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, okay? If you're here on the tube at Tarot Tea with Kinny. And if y'all are interested in getting a personal reading, readings are $10 for a personal tonight, okay? And there are currently 3 people on the list. It's Jay, Amy, and Tala. Thus far, okay, readings are $10 for a quick one. And then if anyone is interested in the protection candle, okay, this is $10, okay. Amy is on here. I have Jada, okay, thus far. But yes, this is $10, y'all. So if you're interested, this will be loaded up tomorrow here on live, okay. I'm going to create a petition with everybody's names individually and do what I need to do. Do what I need to do, okay. So big protection candle. Okay, so yes, y'all, I'm finna pull one card of advice for this collective. Let's see. Now, at what time? That is a great question. That is a great question. What time works best for you? Because my schedule, I have a booking in the morning. I have a booking in the afternoon. I have a booking in the afternoon. And then after that, so it's probably going to be nighttime. What time works best for y'all whenever I do readings like that? Are y'all preferring like the nighttime readings, the middle of the day readings? Like, what's the vibe? Like early morning readings? Yeah, y'all let me know. But this protection candle is probably going to be tomorrow night. I probably, because I'm in Central Standard Time, okay? Nighttime, okay. Bet. School start for me tomorrow. That's a bet. This will probably be later in the night. Like, it's probably given like, if not late, like 10. Not whenever you call, babes. That's real. Y'all prefer at night? Okay, I thought so. I was like, my collective's pretty night owl-y. So I definitely am thinking maybe like 9, 10, especially because it's Scorpio. So it might be some late night magic. 9, 10. 10. Central Standard Time. Noise, okay? I don't know where noise is from. But like, that's significant. Wherever show that is, okay? Oh, no, Key and Peele. That's from Key and Peele. So when it comes down to it, y'all, message of advice for the collective before I get into personals, okay? Jay, you're going to be first on the list. Let me know what your question is. But let's see what's going on, okay? Ooh. Something to celebrate soon, y'all. Something to celebrate soon. Y'all got enchantment, celebration. Some of y'all could be bartenders, okay? Some of y'all could be making drinks, okay? Or going out and celebrating, okay? Someone's birthday could be significant. My birthday. Pina coladas could be very significant, and White Russians could be significant, okay? Especially like frozen, okay? Because I had one yesterday. Anyway. Well, I had the pina colada one, but I almost got the frozen White Russian. Anyway. Hi, Janea. So what we have here, y'all, we have higher perception, passion in reverse. I forgot what reading I did recently and this card came up, but higher perception and passion, okay? The song Higher by Janae Aiko could be significant. Okay, I got your text message, Jay. When I'm rich, oh God, I'm taking you out the fuck. Thank you. Okay. Higher by Janae Aiko, Pisces energy could be significant. Now I'm in reverse. LOL. I always tell her that OMG, we cousins bad as fuck. Yes, y'all are cousins bad as fuck. Truly. Come on, kinfolk. Y'all are so sweet. Higher perception, passion in reverse. Okay. So I definitely feel no, I'm in reverse. I definitely feel as though y'all's message of advice is to like be careful when it comes down to like substances, okay? Substance use, how much it is that you're smoking at this moment in time, okay? Or like elevating on substances could be significant. Just be careful about that. And this is also the idea of there could be a need for you to like rediscover your passions, okay? We have memory, Mami Wata, memory, okay? So some of y'all could work with Mami Wata. Yeah, I feel like some of y'all are thinking about how like maybe you fell off of a certain passion, like maybe you're getting back into something that you stopped doing for a while, you know what I'm saying? And like this new moon in Capricorn is definitely a time for you to like get into that. Some of y'all could be sirens, okay, be getting into siren work as well, okay? That could be significant. Water spirits, okay, it could be very, very significant for y'all. The name Syra could be significant, or Sarah, because I see it on this bottom thing right here, okay? So just saying, let's see. But yeah, Higher by Janae Aiko, okay? I will get you higher. Get you high. This is a brand new beginning, okay? This is a brand new beginning, y'all. Okay, so yes, message of advice for y'all before I get into these personals, okay? I changed my app name to Sarah yesterday. Confirmation, okay? So this is where you learn what you do, that you do have angels and they are watching over you with their compassionate eyes. So yeah, y'all definitely may be like, I kind of felt like spirit wasn't necessarily like with you like that recently. And that's not true. Okay. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely something to come up very, very soon. Okay. When held and shared, intention can be multiplied by 3, which gives more momentum to the magnetism. Be careful what you're manifesting right now. Okay. Remember though, not everyone will hold the intention for you. So be discerning when you're being called to share. I said that. Watch out for what you share with people about your passions, about your spirituality, about your beliefs. Okay. Because definitely people don't necessarily, people might think that you're very crazy. Okay. Or like woo woo, and that's their fucking business. But just so no extra energy that don't gots to come your way. You know what I'm saying? Also, y'all, labradorite could be significant. Some of y'all could have a broken piece of labradorite. Okay. Some of y'all may have not been taking care of your labradorite, or yeah, there could be an instance having to do with that. Some of y'all need to like cleanse your labradorite, okay? Or maybe it's time for you to stop using that motherfucker because maybe you're getting a little bit too like there with the spirituality, okay? We're getting a little close. I've been laying low, moving in silence. Not you just let us know grandma finna come down here, Kinny. Confirmation. They say that I'm crazy. I think you're crazy. Baby, you're crazy. They're making me crazy. Possibly. have the heart to live their lives out on a limb. And all I remember is thinking I want to be like them. Crazy by Gnarls Barkley could be significant. Also, Big Mama by Lotto could be significant Capricorn energy, okay? Confirmation. Yeah, I'm not sure if you hear them honks outside. It says, I see time as a reflection, and I see all life from the highest perspective. I see time as a reflection, and I see all life from the highest perspective. Confirmation. Okay. I see time as a reflection. Okay. And also, this pyrite just fucking heated up on my arm. I feel like I got fucking burned. What the fuck? Pyrite, once again, we're back to that. Very, very significant for y'all. Okay. I see time as a reflection. I see life, all life from the highest perspective. Okay. Mami Wata, memory. I gotta go find it. There's lots of cards in this deck. 93. Someone could be born 1993. Okay. Mami Wata. Okay, we have memory right here. Okay, some of y'all could definitely, this is Capricorn ash stone. Some of y'all could definitely do with fool's gold, okay, or pyrite. Also, ombre could be significant, Virgo energy, okay. Alligator bites never heal by Dochi is significant, and gators in general is significant, okay. The Dogon creation myth tells the story of Mami Wata and dates back over 4,000 years, okay. A figure is floating in the ocean with a large red and black snake around her shoulders. Her tail bursts with emerald greens, okay. The stone emerald could be significant, okay. Money magic, okay. Money stones, stability stones, okay. Also, somebody could be heart chakra opening could be significant, or getting someone's heart checked out could be significant. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, you'll know if that's for you. But her tail busts with emerald green, and her hair encompasses everything around her. Mami Wata is the spiritual and material oracle and comes to you when you are going to gain something if you call upon her for help. Okay, so yeah, this is you talking with spirit. Okay, your advice is to, like, your goals are very manifestable. You just have to ask for help. Okay, so ask your team for help. As I burn money incense, confirmation, y'all. Money magic is definitely working for y'all right now. Okay, during Capricorn season. Okay, so yeah, if you call upon her for help, she loves to help women and will protect the sacred waters around her at all costs. Okay, so yes, the girlies. Okay, the girlies of all kinds. That includes the dolls. Okay. We don't do none of that transphobia around here. Okay. So this is for the femme energies. Okay. However that applies to you. Is Mami Wata and Yemaya the same spirit? No. But I definitely feel like y'all, especially if you, a lot of my collective are divine feminines in general, if not, almost all. Okay. So when it comes down to this, like, there could be something about you, like, working with water in general or getting deeper into water. And I definitely feel as though, yeah, the name Angelique is significant. The name, Kay could be significant. Okay. The name Kelly could be significant. I'm seeing these as the invite to co-host thingies right here. Okay. So, and is, okay. So I definitely feel as though she loves to help women and will protect the sacred waters around her at all costs. For a lot of y'all, could also have to do with, like, pregnancy or the pregnancy of someone around you. Okay. But her eyes hold a stern gaze that shines intensely. Okay. The water, y'all's eyes could be looking different recently. The water in this card is a major factor, as Mami Wata will use the water to prove a point or teach a lesson if her messages are not received. Okay. So watch out for, like, make sure you're prepared for any, like, weather events that is coming up. Okay. Whether it's like a freeze or like something having to do with, like, the rain. Okay. But I also feel as though Spirit is using water to prove a point or teach a lesson, okay, because their messages have not been received, okay? So just, like, lock in for a minute. Many people seek the help of Mami Wata by dancing themselves into a trance. This card could be a sign of fertility. I said that when it comes down to, like, pregnancy, okay? So watch out, y'all, okay? Stuff is you're very, very fertile right now, okay? Dancing themselves into a trance. There also could be a need for y'all to kind of, like, muscle memory significance. Some of y'all may have been dancing a lot more recently, or, like, you need to get some extra energy out. That's also going to help you find some more passion. Okay. And lastly, before I get into Jay's reading, okay, we have enchantment, celebration. Okay. As a final card of advice. Thank y'all so much. For one, Thank y'all for checking me out on YouTube at Tarot Tea with Kinny. I got pick a card videos. I got short readings, long readings, collective readings, channel messages. Okay, there's some spell tutorials on there. Okay, it's all kind of shit. It's all kind of shit. My music shit is on there. Okay, I love dancing after gardening, as you should, because it definitely some of y'all could be using plant magic. I'm using this Arcana or Oracle. Okay, your intuition always on point. I have been dancing. I've been dancing too, y'all. I've been dancing too. We're definitely all in the same collective, okay? Because a lot of people don't realize, like, my readings apply to me too. You know, some people don't be in their own collective, but I am. So when it comes down to enchantment, okay, overall advice before I get into Jay's reading, okay, y'all are also welcome to stay for personal messages, but recognize that it is for someone specific. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because you and them could be in the same collective, you know. But celebration, there could be a party coming up soon, a celebration. Okay, I'm gonna have me a little drink for my birthday. For to be 27 on the 18th, y'all. Okay. So the enchantment card encourages you to raise your glass, okay? And in this glass are your plant spirit companions, okay? Some of y'all could be working with like gardening, okay? Liquid gardening, okay? Tinctures and things of that nature, okay? Like THC drinks and things of that nature, okay? The name Shy could be significant, okay? Kiwis could be significant, okay? Someone could be from New Zealand. And in this glass are your plant spirit companions transmuted into the water to deliver joy, dancing, and celebration. Didn't I just say dancing a minute ago? Okay. Joy, dancing, and celebration. We know through the study of epigenetics that it's the environment that signals the gene and not the other way around with these plants, okay? It's the study of epigenetics that it's the environment that signals the gene and not the other way around. If our emotions are the end product of any experience in an environment, it is our emotions that turn the gene expression on and off. So especially if you feel sad and this card has come to you, toast to you and yours, okay? So this is about reprogramming your mind. Okay, this is about reprogramming your mind by like changing your environment. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in a situation or like a place where like you're able to like have fun. Okay, toast to you and yours. Create a raised emotion and elevate an elevated environment and shift. Okay, for some of y'all, this could be like the next time that you are like drinking, the next time that you smoking. I don't know. For some of y'all, this also could have to do with casual happiness. You know what I'm saying? The next time you're doing something like that, I'm coming. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta open the door. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Hello. Okay, so when it comes down to it, create a raised emotion, an elevated environment, and shift. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear me again. Ask the plant spirit of Canna, because you know I can't say all down here. Okay, to work with you through your beverages and allow her enchanting wisdom to be received. Okay, red clover could be significant for someone. The name Clover or red in general could be significant. Okay, so some of y'all could also be like working with like liquids. Okay, I could be working with like tea. I could be working with alcohol. Okay, I could be working with tea, tinctures, alcohol. Okay, that could be very, very significant. I make a good drink. Okay. With that being said, that is the collective message. I'm finna get into personals, okay? So Jay is first on the list. I'm about to go check and read her question. And then it's Amy, then it's Tala, okay? And when it comes down to protection, those who are interested in this candle for tomorrow, this will be $10 thus far I have received. Amy, Jada, were you still interested? I gotta check again. I haven't fully looked at everything. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna text you now. Don't judge me. I'm not gonna judge you. Yes, I'm still interested. Okay, I got you. And then yes, so I just read your question, Jay. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay. Ooh. So Jay, for one, Apple devices, also Xfinity could be significant. Okay, your Wi-Fi or the network surrounding your home could be significant. Okay, so this could have to do with you protecting your home at this moment in time. Okay, child, my stomach tore. This has nothing to do specifically with what you're asking. Oh, okay, Amy, I see your question. That's real. Okay. So when it comes down to it, Jay, for one, like protecting your home could definitely be significant. Okay, your home network, okay, in general. So that is coming from Archangel Michael specifically. So we're back to that Psalm 91. My Wi-Fi. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see what is going on. I kind of want to use this Woodland Wardens deck. Okay, Taurus energy is very, very significant for you. Tapping into Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please be here now in regards to Jay and the situation that she's asking about. Archangel Raphael, please be here as well for very, very clear and accurate messages in regards to her feelings, towards Jay. So even with that home network situation, it's just the idea of like networking, communication, you know what I'm saying? So she could definitely feel like this is new, you know what I'm saying? Like the idea of like being open to network, being open to communication in a way, you know what I'm saying? So there's also, like I said, protect yourself, set up wards around your house could be significant, okay, or around your apartment, or just around your room, okay? This is number 12, okay? The 12th house energy could be very, very significant. This could definitely feel, she could definitely feel very like psychically interesting, okay? I'm putting in my 2 weeks tomorrow too. Confirmation, definitely continue protecting your home, okay? Jada, I just got yours. Okay, actually it was already written down. It just showed up. So the lizard and pitcher plant, okay? So stagnation, all right? So there is, how she's feeling right now is there is like a little bit of like blockage, okay? Or like there's like a little bit of like heaviness, okay? I know this card has to do with like whenever like lizards, they get attacked and like they drop their tails and leave. So this is one of those situations of like being cautious is what this feels like to me, okay? So she's definitely like open to the idea of like networking, okay? But there's something about like, just in case. This is just in case, okay? The lizard and pitcher plant. Lizards are so significant. Louisiana, I was in Louisiana recently, okay? And there was a lizard in my auntie door. There was a lizard in my auntie door, okay? And because she don't be opening a door like that, okay? So that specific door. So that could be very, very significant for you, okay? Look up the spiritual meaning of lizards. This also gives me the fire sign cards, okay? This gives me the wands cards in tarot, and they have like these lizards or like chameleons. Not chameleons, they're lizards. That are on a lot of the cards, okay? Particularly the court cards and wands, okay? So look into that, all right? There could be Aries, Leo, Sag energy going on here, all right? And it's also deal with that full moon in Leo that's happening on February 3rd, okay? So you may get some more information and some more information about her feelings having to do with February 3rd, that full moon in Leo, okay? The carnivorous pitcher plant traps its prey within its leaves. The lizard, which may occasionally find itself ensnared in a pitcher plant's trap, has come to represent death and resurrection. Okay, so that's Scorpio energy, and it also gives me that star energy. So Scorpio and Aquarius energy is very, very significant here. The eclipse is definitely going to be affecting. That's also why why this happened in the first place. Okay, that Aquarius eclipse. Okay. Social media, you know, connection, people, family. Okay, I was trying so hard to not scare her. Yeah, she's just a little like she's just a little cautious, you know what I'm saying? She's just a little cautious, you know, like a just in case type of situation. Okay, so yeah, Scorpio and Aquarius energy is significant here as it possesses the unique ability to drop its tail when stuck. A new tail can grow in the old one's place, though it is never quite the same as the original. So this is that idea of kind of like nostalgia, like what was, what could have been. Could have been by her and Bryson Tiller. Cancer, Capricorn energy is very significant. I just cracked my neck. Yeah. Not because shit gets spooky, scary with me quickly. That's real. You know what I'm saying? So just know that you're also being supported like in this energy, okay, through this eclipse, okay? But it says you may be feeling stuck, frozen in place. So yeah, she might be feeling stuck, frozen in place, or without an escape. She just may be a little surprised, okay? And cautious, okay? So how's she viewing me right now? It's more so the situation. She's just a little scared. Reflect on a lizard's ability to shed and regrow its tail. It could also be like maybe she's like not the same person that like she used to be. Maybe she's not as curious about things anymore, like whatever. There may be things in your life you can leave behind, making way for new growth, okay? So she's trying this is like trying to figure out if you want to like wrap up a cycle, if you want to like dip, if you want to leave. Okay. What could I drop in order to feel like I am moving forward again? Okay. So maybe this is like closure. Okay, so this is the idea to where it's like, okay, let me figure this out so I can move forward. So she's not sure how this is going to happen. She's not sure how this is going to end. And she's feeling like cautious just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't work out well or like whatever the case may be. And she'll just like drop her tail and like move forward again, you know? So this is like an opportunity for closure is what this feels like. Okay. And this color blue. So this is the idea of like with communication, you know what I'm saying? Like taking a risk with communication, but being willing to like cut the communication off. So she's not necessarily viewing you in any negative manner is what this feels like. Okay. But I definitely do think that like moms and mother energy could be significant. She could feel a little concerned or curious about you. Okay. But not in like a bad way. It says mischief in reverse. Okay. So the Martin and Foxglove, the name Martin could be significant. Okay. Martin, the TV show could be significant. This is 24 in reverse. Okay. So yes, when it comes down to also Amy, you're next. Okay. There is some sort of psychic connection here, psychic link going on. We talked about that the last time. Okay. The Martin and Foxglove represents the archetypal trickster. Okay. So trickster in reverse. So this is the idea. She just wants to be sure that this is not like a trick or like not like anything, you know, shysty shady. Okay. But it feels like she doesn't, you know, she's just trying to figure that out. Okay. The lighthearted mischief maker, the lover of chaos and spontaneity. She has sexy so long as her IG song, as she should. Okay. Leo Taurus, and it's just my Taurus deck. Okay. The lover of chaos and spontaneity. Martins are a type of weasel known for their curiosity, quick movements, and occasional aggression. Romanian folklore tells us of Martins playing tricks on horses, braiding their manes in the night so they wake to a tangled mess of hair in the morning. Okay, and foxgloves are said to be the homes of fairies, another elusive and mischievous creature. For this reason, they are associated with riddles and secrecy. So she's trying to figure out what this is like about, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully she's checking Ancestry. That's real. She's trying to figure out if this is like a scam, a scheme, you know what I'm saying? If there's like, if something is confusing, you know what I'm saying? If there's any like secrets going on. It says in reverse, beware of others' dishonesty. A trick or scam may be afoot. So she just wants to make sure that she's not being tricked. So she's being cautious. She's open to the communication. She's being cautious. So she doesn't have any expressed feelings about you just yet, as much as she just doesn't want to like get into anything that's like bad for her. Okay. It says, do I embrace spontaneity? Can I learn to let go and make room in my life for more adventure? So she's a little scared. You know what I'm saying? She's a little scared, but she's like willing to like, you know, she's a little nervous, but a part of her is definitely like willing to see what's up. She's afraid of like the starting over, like what that would like entail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's just afraid of like what that might entail for you. Okay. But this is not like crazy bad. Yeah, she's feeling meek and fearful in the face of necessary change. Like it gives like a necessary evil, you know what I'm saying? Like let me go ahead and figure this out in order for me to like move forward with my life, okay? Because she did not open the message and watch my stories again, you know what I'm saying? Remember that all things must come to an end, and endings needn't be sorrowful. As a snake loses its skin, revealing a new layer of healthy scales, you too must shed what no longer serves. So this is, give her some time. Give her some time to like think and be kind of like triggered for herself, you know what I'm saying, into like how she feels about this, okay? Give her time. I wouldn't message her like again. Just leave it be for now. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't make the wrong decision by messaging her, you know? And my goofy ass posted all my goofy videos. That's real. Just, you know, like, hey, I'm friendly. It says, can I grow by returning to my point of origin? Who or what protects me when I shed my skin and become vulnerable? Okay, so yeah, she's just nervous with that. Can I grow by returning to my point of origin? You already know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? So she's just trying to see if this is a good idea or if this is some bullshit. But it's not giving like inherently thinking that, hell no. You know, she just doesn't want to be scammed. She doesn't want to be put into something that's like bad for her. You know what I mean? That's all. It's really like, it's more so like not about like you as much as it is about the situation itself. You know? But that's what I have for you, Jay. Thank you so much. And forgot I messaged her. That's real. You know, it's okay. Just give it some time. I feel like she'll come around in her own due time. You know, that's what I feel like. You're welcome. I sever the connection between mine and Jay's guys. Thank you so much for very, very clear and accurate messages. Amy, you're next. Okay, so tapping in. Okay, this is a reading. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Sever the connection. This is a reading for Santísima Mother Muerte. Thank you so much for being here in regards to Amy and her spicy reading. Let me double check your question. Make sure I read that right. Make sure I read that right. Hold on. Yes, yes, yes. A spicy read. A spicy read. Now you can say names. Okay. I'm going to say A and R. Okay. So we'll do that. Should you be involved, okay, in that way with A and R? Okay. So, Santissima, Mother of Death, Holy Death, thank you so much for very, very clear, accurate, and non judgmental messages as you are the deity of non judgment. Thank you so much for these very, very clear, accurate messages in regards to Amy, no Malefic. Also, y'all, I feel very compelled to say be very judicious about like when y'all are calling on certain like energies or like deities, you know, make sure that you're calling on the deities that align with what it is that you're asking for. Like, not everything is necessarily for every like angel or deity or spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pick your battles. You gotta pick your, you know, gotta choose your fighter. You know what I mean? Of course, in a more respectful way, I'm just saying, it was just an analogy, yeah. Okay, but so which deck do I want to use? That is so funny. Maybe that one, but maybe not. I'm gonna choose this deck. Okay. So tapping in regards to Amy, okay, should she be involved like that with A and R messages? Okay, see my very, very clear and accurate messages. Should she be involved like that? Ooh. This fell on top of this. This witching hour oracle is so significant, okay? Because I just was it gave me a separate message a minute ago, okay? So this is my Cancer deck, okay? So Cancer energy, of course, for you is very, very significant, okay? But there's something about like motherhood, okay? So be careful. This is a very fertile time. Jupiter is still in Cancer. I just want to say that, you know what I'm saying? Just be careful with shit like that, okay? So when it comes down to it, crystal technology came out. Upright says silicone. Okay, crystal technology. Okay, the certain stones that you've been working with could be very, very significant. And then you have Hisabi. Okay, accountability in reverse. This is the strength card in reverse. Okay, you have crystal technology. You have strength in reverse. Okay, and then you have Guangwani Jimai, sexuality at the back. Okay, silicone is right. That's okay, so crystal technology. 103. Okay, in terms of the situation with A&R, okay, if this card, okay, if this card has come up for you, it is time to communicate with the crystal spirit realm. It's been said that humans once had 12 strands of DNA and 12 chakras we actively use. The more light it contains, the more information can be obtained from the elemental being inside the crystal itself. This card reminds us that we can tap into our inner being attuned to to attune to other elements, including trees, plants, animals, and more. This card tells you to listen to your clairaudient, telepathic, and clairvoyant abilities. You've been getting lots of signs and symbols about the situation. I feel like you already know the answer for real, but there could be a need for you to work with a certain crystal. This could be rose quartz right here, but work with the crystal. Look at your crystals and go pick up the one that's like really yelling to you and ask it to show you messages about this situation, okay? And work with that for a day or sleep with it overnight, okay? Everything our phones and computers can do is possible because there is tiny silicone based because there's a tiny silicone based organism inside, silicon based organism inside. And at one time, this technology was more ingrained into our way of life, than before. Thank the crystals within your home, any that you encounter, and even your phone's crystal, because all sentient beings respond to human emotion. Okay, something about like an emotional release could be very, very significant here. Okay, yeah, there's a need for you to like crystal grid your house. Okay, that's perfect for you. There's a need for you to get into a new form of protection. Okay, crystal grid your house, and it's not just for protection, but just to like look into what crystals work best in what rooms. And I definitely think you should shift things around in your home. Okay, work with malachite. Okay, malachite. Work with some malachite in order to get your answer to this fully. Okay, work with malachite for at least a day. Okay, and that's going to give you your answer. Malachite is a stone of major transformation. Malachite is a stone of organization and getting shit together. And malachite is a great stone for psychic protection and shielding because it separates your energy from other people's energy. It separates your energy and your desires and who you are from other people's energy. So it's clear about who wants what. You know what I'm saying? Heavy hitter. I don't know. Okay. New thought pattern. I recognize patterns and choose grace, compassion, and kindness for myself. You also want to ask yourself if this is a pattern that's been coming up for you and to like address like why that is, if that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So with Hasabi, like this is accountability in reverse. There's a lack of accountability here. Okay. And the Hasabi card, a graceful woman stands with a lion arching over her head. Okay. If Hasabi has graced you with her presence, you are being asked to relax. Stop moving forward with the momentum that continues to bring complaints and instead move forward with one that brings solutions. Okay. Only you can give yourself forgiveness when it comes to someone who may have let their animal side out, okay? Especially about what you're asking about, okay? So this could be the idea of you dealing with some sort of like heaviness, or you dealing with some sort of like, you're dealing with some sort of like guilt, okay? Or like shame. This feels more like shame than anything, okay? You have some sort of shame that you're experiencing with your sexuality, okay? Or shame you're experiencing with like the way that you feel about your physical body, or about like how people are like invested or interested in you physically. Only you can, like, you may feel like one party doesn't think you're attractive, okay? Only you can give yourself forgiveness when it comes to someone who may have let their animal side out. Ask yourself, can I let my tears be healers of my timeline? Do I feel intimidated around others as if I don't have the same lion spirit? Do I believe I am more than just the label I place on myself? I feel like you've been like shaming yourself and judging yourself for something, okay? So like, just be very judicious about that, okay? Because I feel like this feels like shame. Okay, and there's some issues, okay, when it comes down to that. So it says, Guangwani Jima, thus far, I'm not gonna lie, this is giving a yes. All of this together is giving me a yes. You know what I'm saying? But please take accountability. Make sure that they're being protected and moving safe, okay? But we have the fool underneath this, ride, freedom, okay? This is you doing loyalty. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know what it is and what it isn't, and you like, you know, trust yourself, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Michelle. As long as you trust yourself but before you do it, before you make the decision, cleanse your body energetically, you know what I'm saying? Of course, and physically, but cleanse your body energetically, okay? There's also something about before you do that, there could be a need for you to like get your personal routines together, not in preparation for that, but like make sure you're not only worried about the wrong thing. If you haven't gotten to your running routine, your workout routine, your walking routine, okay? You need to get that started before you get into that with them, okay? Or like they have to be, you know what I'm saying? So this is definitely some sort of transformation that's coming. And this is the Leo card. And we have what happened in that full moon in Leo on February 3rd. That could be the timing for something. Okay, I'm interested in a personal reading. That's a bet. Jada, I'm going to add you to the list after Tala. Okay. Yeah, y'all. I not say yeah, but yes. That's what I'm feeling about this, Amy. Okay. So cleanse your energy, make sure that you understand. Okay. And like make an educated choice about what's happening after the fact. I be here. You are very much so. Next up, Tala. Getting Kinny book heavenly. Damn, I missed the spicy. We at the ends of the spicy right now. But a black goddess emerges, okay? We'd love to see it. A black goddess emerges, Amy, okay? Guangwani Jimai, okay? And she is fully in love with her sexuality, confident in her sacred power. She does not let anyone siphon energy from her. So make sure when you go into this, you're protected spiritually and energetically, so somebody is not pulling and tugging on your energy in that situation, okay? She activates the erogenous zones of those who allow their true divinity to shine through and working with creator energy. Very fertile. Be careful. The dolphin medicine reminds you to breathe through your energetic downloads. This card is amplified if it appears with this. Okay, the energy created by the embodiment of your sacred sexuality is a driving force and powerful manifester. This is some sort of like, this is marking some sort of transition for you, Amy. This is a yes. Okay, if you want to be involved with A and R, okay, this is a yes. Okay, the creator energy is, yeah. The energy created by the embodiment of your sacred sexuality is a driving force and powerful manifester. Guangwani Jimai is here to tell you that you have forgotten your worth and you need to embrace your full power. You have forgotten your worth, okay? And you need to embrace your full power, okay? Feel sexy again, okay? Especially because you're getting past the energy we talked about in the collective reading, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn placement person who was tugging and pulling on you. You're getting past that shit with this new moon in Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? And this could be something that happens around or before the full moon in Leo on the 3rd of February, okay? The creator energy is a powerful driver for manifestation, taking you into the multidimensional realm that the erotic energetic expansion will take place in. It has already happened within your highest self. You must only remember to harness the energy and set an intention. So just be mindful when you go into that situation. But my answer to you, this is given, you know, I'm not gonna say that you should, you know what I mean? But if you want to, this is not a bad idea. This is definitely giving something to embrace if that's what you're interested, if that's what you want to do. Okay. I'm gonna give updates, has me crying. Okay, that's a bit. You're funny as fuck. Okay. But that is what I have for you, Amy. Okay. You got to yes. So have fun, girly. Be safe. Okay. Get your routines together, but be safe. I sever the connection between mine and Amy's guides. Thank you so much. Tala, are you here, honey bun? I'm gonna go look at your question again, and I'll be right back. Now I might want one. I'm crying. Let me know. I'll be right back. Finna read Tala's question. We have Tala, then Jada. Okay. We have Tala, then Jada. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it. Archangel Raphael, Divine Archangel, please be here now in regards to Tala. No malefic spirits, no trickster spirits. I give you complete whoa, interesting. I give you complete permission to intercede into this reading on Tala's behalf. Thank you for very, very clear and accurate messages in regards to how C is feeling about her at this time. Okay. That also gives me the collective reading that we just gave Tala, having to do with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Capricorn placement person. Okay. Who like is, you know, there's still some shadowy tug and pull going on there. But I'm going to choose this deck, okay? Taurus energy. I know that you have a Taurus Venus, okay? So in terms of that, and Venus is in Capricorn right now. So what I'm getting from all of this is C's feelings towards you have a lot to deal with. We're back to Venus and Capricorn being one of those focusing on your career, focusing on long term. You know what I'm saying? I've had dreams, and it's odd. That's exactly what the reading was about today. It's like this person could have been popping up in your dreams and stuff like that. It's just to handle any past grief and heaviness before you move into this new beginning this year with your, that's what the collective reading was about. Before moving into this new part of the year after the new moon in Capricorn on the 18th, okay? Any reading for Cancer. If you're interested in a personal reading, readings are $10, and there's a couple more people on my list. But also I do have a whole bunch of like readings on my YouTube at Tarot Tea with Kinny, okay? All sign readings and stuff like that. So you can definitely go through like the zodiac all sign ones, okay? And like click into Cancer on a lot of them, okay? Thank you for being here. So yeah, this for you, Tala, like C's energy has a lot to do with like still focusing on money, finances, career, and things of that nature. But the collective reading was about you, okay? The collective being in a position in space to like handle the last bits of grief, them last bits of heaviness and grief in order for you to move forward with like a really like big year for your career this year, okay? Yeah. So what is C's energy? So you have the Vulture and Asphodel upheaval sideways, okay? XIV, this is 14, okay? Now you know I had to double it. Jay, I'm gonna add you onto the list after Jada. Okay, you're funny. But for you, Tala, yes, for sure with career this year. This is a big year for career for you, okay? Big year for career for you. And in terms of this, like I said, the whole collective reading was about you moving past some of this last heavy stuff, you know, to stop feeling like bad about like how things felt for you, the last little bits of it, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to move forward with some stuff. But her energy towards you, the Vulture and Asphodel upheaval, she's still in that weird in-between place when it comes down to how she feels about you, because like you trigger her, you know that, but like you trigger her like into like growth. You're still like a soft spot, you know what I mean? Like, or like a still like a tender spot, you know what I'm saying, for her. So you could be seeing vultures recently or asphodel, okay? But the Vulture and asphodel indicates an unforeseen upheaval leading to grief, mourning, or regret. So yes, she's still in that weird period of like grieving, mourning, regretting, and also just being like focused on her career. She's still in that weird place. Like, that's why spirit didn't want you to like still be dealing with her like that, because like she would have slowed you down. Like, she moves a lot slower healing wise than you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, noticeably. The vulture is often, because like a lot of her readings end up, like, I've never seen that in that way, but a lot of her readings end up like stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like in the same space for like years, you know, like a little bit moving forward. And then it's like, you know, and that's like not necessarily anybody's like, you know, but that's what this feels like. And I'm only saying this because it resonates with you. That's to give you a reason and understanding as to why y'all were not supposed to be in that vicinity together. You know what I'm saying? Because like they wanted you to look from the outside looking in, like when left to her own devices, you know what I'm saying? That energy still stays in that same place. And you as a Gemini are so, and like with your placements in general, like you as a Gemini are so like, we're moving, we're changing, we have things to do. I'm thinking I have things to do, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like this energy, her energy, it just stays in the same, in a similar realm, and then it moves forward a little bit at a time. And you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. The vulture is often associated with death, but it plays an important role in our ecosystem. So this is her still being kind of weird about the way things ended. It's consumption of carrion. Okay, the decaying flesh of animals prevents the spread of disease. Relatedly, in Greek myth, asphodel was said to grow in the underworld. Okay, so Greek mythology could be significant. I've been saying Percy Jackson. And to the Victorians, it sent the tragic message, my regrets follow you to the grave. Okay, so often what follows upheaval looks like ruin. Okay, and it's tempting to clear the rubble and start again. This gives me Tower card energy. Okay, the vulture and asphodel reminds us that there is value in what's been lost. Take time to grieve before you rebuild, lest you harbor regret. So this is where she's at. She's in that weird space of like grief. She's in like a purgatory type of energy. Thank you for sharing the live. It really helped if y'all shared the live. I fucks with y'all. So yeah, this is her taking time to grieve before she's like figuring out what she wants to do with the rest of her career and shit like that. Like she has these emotional issues and problems that she's like, that need to be settled and solved, but she's so focused on her career in these last like year, some change, you know what I'm saying? That it's like, you know, so it says a trauma has occurred and she needs time to grieve. Okay, cleansing her wounds carefully before attempting to move on. So she's still licking her wounds, you know what I'm saying? She's still like, still fucked up in a way about what happened, but also still trying to move forward. She may be feeling trapped in a cycle of grief, unable to heal or change. And that is what this feels like. She's still there. She's trying to like move forward, but it's like, because she doesn't put enough time and focus into something, to like it specifically, because she doesn't want to think about it, it's taking long. So she's overwhelmed, and she might be consulting with other people right now about helping identify the source or sources of her unresolved pain having to do with you. So your name could be coming up in like therapy, okay, or in like conversations with other people. So this is not my business, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the idea of like the reason why your name is being tagged and pulled on, because she could be referencing you to somebody. She could be getting into therapy soon, okay? And you're gonna come up at some point. I'm hearing a siren. You're going to be coming up at some point in time, and that could be also a tug and pull, but this is not your business. You know what I'm saying? It's just just to let you know that that's what that is. Okay. Or just her talking to people, like somebody personally, you know, it's impossible to clean a wound we don't know we have. So like I said, like she knows what the problem is, but because she doesn't want to delve into that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because she wants to focus on everything else. Like she just hasn't fully dealt with it. So this is her experiencing grief. Okay. And she's trying to redefine herself, you know, and how she feels about relationships and shit like that since you've been gone. Since you've been gone by Kelly Clarkson, Taurus energy. We're back to that Venus and Taurus energy, and the fact that this is my Taurus deck. The raccoon and sycamore tree by Kali Uchis, who's a Cancer with the Scorpio moon. The moon's in Scorpio right now, could be significant. Okay, this is number 33. Okay, the raccoon and sycamore, curiosity. Okay, so yeah, she's still curious. Like I said, with that universal mind card earlier, this is definitely somebody still trying to be like sneaky. But anytime I see raccoons, like if I see a raccoon in person, I end up falling out with a friend. Every single time. That's what raccoons mean to me. Okay, so everyone could have different animals that mean different things to them. Okay, or like signs and messengers. I don't know what the fuck it is about me seeing raccoons. When I see a raccoon in my pathway, I fall out with a friend very soon after, without fucking fail. People who've been with me for a while, like on my readings, I've been saying that shit for years now, haven't I? Okay, I don't know what the fuck it is about raccoons. Be like, damn, and Every time. Okay, I'm so private she can't see anything unless I make my TikTok public for a video, but it's rare. Exactly. Like, this is someone still like curious about you. You know what I'm saying? Raccoon. So this is the idea of like falling out with friends. Like, she still does like think about the fact that y'all aren't friends anymore. So of course, like, y'all, had like your romantic involvement, but the friendship aspect is also something that she's mourning. Okay, the thugs of the animal kingdom. And mind you, like, they are so represented. Like, they wash every single thing before they eat it. Like, they wash everything before they eat it. Like, the friendship was the best part. And exactly, like, this is her thinking about that. So that's why she's having a hard time settling in, because it's layered. But you might start coming up in therapy soon. Okay. The raccoon and sycamore calls us to explore a thrilling new interest, idea, or opportunity. What I say? Okay. So her energy towards you is focusing on her career. She's trying to focus on her career, even though she's going through this fucking tower ass moment, this heavy ass card. But overall, this is what's going on underneath and inside, okay? And overall, what's happening has to do with the fact that, like, she's still trying to get into new interest, ideas, and opportunities. Raccoons are intelligent creatures. She also feels like you're intelligent, dexterous, and eager, but often likened to bandits due to the mask-like markings around their eyes. This is also somebody wearing a mask, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody pretending they can't see what the problem was, okay? You know what I'm saying? They are quite lovable, okay? Rascals, rarely seeking to cause harm. Like the raccoon, the sycamore tree is associated with desire to learn and know. In the Bible, a man named Zacchaeus climbs the sycamore tree to get a better view of Jesus as he passes through the town of Jericho. Okay, rows of Jericho could be significant. Jesus rewards the man's curiosity by visiting his home. Okay, so yeah, she definitely still thinks about, like, if you still live where you live, you know what I'm saying? If you still live in New York, like, that's what this is, You're well equipped to explore uncharted territories. Climb high into the tree of your interest, bounding from branch to branch. Now is an auspicious time to discover new truths about yourself and your abilities. So yeah, she's discovering new shit about herself through what happened between the two of y'all. Yeah, she's still choosing her independence, though. With this at the back of the day, she's still choosing to be with herself. You know what I'm saying? She's still, yeah, but she still is there's still a candle that she holds for you. There is. But she's like literally partially ignoring this. Like, this year, she might get enrolled to therapy. But that's what I have for you. That's one of those situations. So this is really, the whole thing is happening. You're dreaming in order for you to, like, handle them last bits of grief. So you don't get held back. That's what I got for you. Still focused on her career, though. You will come up in therapy soon. So if the tugging and pulling could be that, y'all definitely karmic partner. For sure. Definitely a soulmate, but for karmic lessons and mirroring purposes. Yeah, it even came up with who I'm dating. Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. So don't worry too much about it. Just more so focus on the fact that, like, after the 18th, like with this new moon in Capricorn, my birthday on the new moon in Capricorn, after the 18th, okay, like, things are going to start looking up, okay, in regards to, like, you feeling less heavy and less, like, psychically inclined and connected to what she got going on right now. This is literally just like a learning curve situation. So you can stop feeling grief about what happened and how it happened and, like, what you could have done better, or how, it's just it's the last of that. I sever connection between mine and Tala's guys. Thank you so much, Archangel Raphael, for these messages. Jada, let me know what your question is, honey bun. Jada is up next. Also, if anyone else is interested in partaking in this protection candle that I'll be loading tomorrow, it's $10 to partake in this candle. I'm going to be on here. There'll be a reading to go with it, okay? So y'all just let me know. But yeah, when it comes down to it, what an interesting time, y'all. What an interesting time. But Jada, let me know what your question is. And then after Jada is Jay. Okay. If anyone else is interested in getting a $10 read, okay, let me know. Y'all will be after Jada and Jay. There are currently 2 more people in my list. I'm on Jada right now. But also, Jay, let me know what your question is. So I can go ahead and write that down. But while I wait for Miss Jada to let me know what her question is, I'll pull a card of advice for this collective. Collective advice. Okay, taking a second from the personals. Y'all got number 8 in reverse, the elk and ash, especially because the fucking moon is in Scorpio right now with that 8. A spicy read on future partner or even current. Oh, okay, spicy energy coming. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I feel like Angela Bassett. We love us Auntie Angela. Okay. Lyric, you're next on the list. Not very rare for me. We love Auntie Angela. Lyric, you are next on the list after Jay. Okay. So in terms of like this collective message, okay, before I get into Jada's message, and then if Jada isn't here, then I'm gonna go to Jay, then check again for Jada, and then I'll go to Lyric. But when it comes down to it, the elk and ash, okay, so strength, all right, but it's gonna have to do with like make sure that you're keeping your energy balanced and together, okay. Make sure that you're balancing out your energy. Okay, I got you. It be like people's comments be coming up slow sometimes, y'all. My bad. Like sometimes it literally like while I'm on live, I guess it slows everything else up. So like notifications becoming slow. It'd be a whole thing. I'm sorry. Elk are colossal creatures crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances. Y'all need to cleanse. Somebody needs to wash your hair, okay, or take them braids out, okay, or somebody needs to cleanse your head, okay, even if it's just like a spiritual cleanse, okay. Known to cover great distances over difficult terrain, they are symbols of strength and endurance, okay, y'all. Likewise, ash trees are sturdy and resolute, able to flourish even in harsh environments, okay. You may feel overwhelmed in the face of a challenge that seems impossible to overcome right now. Okay, call on the spirit of the elk and ash. Okay, ask to be reminded of your own strength. Ask spirit to remind you of your own strength. Okay, ask spirit to remind you of your own strength. Y'all are like overwhelmed, that possibly having to do with like money, finances, bills. Okay, PR, management, having to get your website up. Okay, having to make shit shake. Y'all are feeling some kind of way about this. Okay, but just understand that it's like you. Ask yourself if you're prepared to face the upcoming challenges, okay? How does inner strength differ from outer strength, and what situations call for each, okay? So, yeah, understand when sometimes it's okay for you to not feel like, your best. I just got braids in today, confirmation. Come on, braids. But Jada, okay, we're up for Jada. Let me know what your question is. After Jada is Jay, and then we're getting into Lyric, okay? Jada, tapping into Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please be here now in regards to Jada for very, very clear and accurate messages in regards to her question. No malefic spirits, no trickster spirits welcome in this space whatsoever. This is the deck I want to use. Let me see. Which one do I want to use for Jada? Do I want to pick a different deck? I think I do. I want to pick my other Sagittarius deck for you, Jada. Okay. I'm just waiting for her question to pop up. I don't know why TikTok be doing that. Let's see. Messages for Jada. And Jada, if it's acting weird on here, you can text me because I don't know why I be doing that. Oh. I was like, what the hell is that? Also, Jada, you could definitely have had some like spooky shit happening to you recently. You may feel like shit has been like moving around, okay, or like shit is not where you put it. That could be very significant. There might be a need for you to do a little cleansing, okay, just to let you know, okay. And there could definitely be a toxic girl in your life, okay. There could be a toxic girl in your life that may have to go, okay, energetically. Like you just may not need to be around. Sounds like a friend, okay, if anything, okay. And I got a thing from Lemonade that says this ain't it. So yes, I just would like to say, also, this is it. Soul food in Houston, Texas could be significant. Okay, soul food in general could be significant. It gives me that soul food sketch from Black Lady Sketch Show. Your question didn't pop up. The last message it says is I'm still here. I don't know what that's about. No, and did my question pop up? Just popped up twice. Yeah, I don't know why it's being weird. Just send me a text message. Because I don't know why it's being weird to you like that. That could also have to do with your reading. There's need for you to cleanse, okay? Because something is happening with the connection between you and spirit, okay? Yeah, it could definitely have to do with like a toxic girl, okay? The name Maddie is very, very significant, okay? It could be a toxic girl sending weird energy your way, okay? Even if her name isn't Maddie, but I'm just saying there's something there, okay? or some people in general, okay, especially if there's been people like in your home where you still have belongings from somebody, or maybe it's just like maybe you went to go see someone, you came back to your house, I don't know, but there's definitely a need for you to like cleanse, because I don't know what that is about. And I definitely feel like you may have had a hard time like receiving messages from spirit, or maybe you had a hard time like maybe even feeling kind of like uncomfortable when it comes down to like your gifts, okay. And this could also have to do with like somebody that you like dealt with romantically or like physically, okay, at some point in time, okay. Someone could have been a fuck boy, okay. This also, Facebook could definitely be significant, letters F and B in general, okay. Fuck boy, Facebook, all right. These are just like separate messages, but yeah, Jada, send me a text message. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but definitely, miss. My question is, living situation look like next month? How situation look like next month? Hold on. So, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and see what will the living situation look like. The next situation look like. The next semester. We're back for next month, okay? So during the month of February, what will Jada's living situation look like during the month of February? Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, thank you so much for being here for very clear and accurate messages in regards to Jada. Okay, what will that situation look like? The living situation look like during the month of February? Mind you, we're having an eclipse in February, okay? So, okay, period. Queen of Cups, okay? So your living situation, this is definitely something that is based in divine timing with this Wheel of Fortune in the back of the deck, okay? So like I said, there's a whole bunch of like shit changing during the month of February because we have these eclipses, okay? There's a need for you to be patient, okay? You can't like rush some sort of process even though you're uncomfortable with it right now, okay? Because like during the month of February, like the eclipses are definitely taking like precedence, okay? So February, we have the Aquarius eclipse on February 17th, okay? So I feel like during Pisces season, things with your living situation are going to start like feeling a lot more stable, okay? And a lot more like flowy, okay? That's going to be after February like 19th, I think, okay? So yes, the latter half of February, like the last week and a half of February, is going to be very, very significant in regards to your living situation, okay? And this is about like trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. The moon is in Scorpio right now, so there is some sort of ending or like transformational based situation that is going on here. There's a need for you to like trust in yourself and your dreams. You could be getting lots of symbols, signs, and messages from that. There could also be a woman, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or just like an empathetic or empathic woman or feminine energy who is able to like help you out, okay? So yeah, this has to do with the divine timing of right then. There's still some stuff that has to play out, okay, first, but just know that you are being affected by that. Well, the Queen of Cups could definitely have to do with like I said, trust, intuition, nurturing. The moon is in Scorpio right now, which gives me endings, transformation. Okay, so also could be a need for you to get into like manifesting what it is that you're wanting. Okay, when it comes down to the apartment program. Okay, so part about the apartment program for next month. What can she expect from the apartment program situation versus the shelter? Okay. One card for, okay. One card for Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Okay. They keep sending that Wheel of Fortune out in reverse, okay? So something that feels like bad luck, especially having to do with like a man or masculine, okay? Or like a employer, okay, it comes in reverse, okay? Or maybe even like be like a dad, okay? Like issues with like a father figure, like a shitty dad, okay? Divine timing, maybe some shit was like going wrong with that, okay? The Lovers in reverse, so this would be like issues, weird shit, okay? Or just like, I don't know, like something that just wasn't like, yeah, there's some sort of man or masculine that you could be like, not say like, trigger warning. It could be like someone that you're like running away from. The affirmation says, I hold my head high because I am doing my best, okay? I ask because a dad's partner doesn't want me there next month because I'm still unemployed. Yeah, hold, like that's exactly what this is. That King of Cups right here in reverse, okay? And this is that King of Swords in reverse, okay? So there is a man or masculine being fucking shiesty about your living situation, okay? And there's something about like the divine timing of this all, okay? You're going to be fine. But when it comes down to it, like, when it comes down to the apartment program, the Five of Swords here has to do with like, some sort of like inappropriate behavior, or even just like the apartment programs like a surrendering type of situation. Like something may not be what it seems. Okay, like something may not be what it seems. Like there's some sort of like lies or miscommunication. Okay, that's like going on, or something like is not working out, having to do with that, with the apartment program. Okay, and there's a need for you to kind of like take a second of like rest, or like it might take like more time than you would like it to. Okay, in regards to that, I feel like there could be like some sort of like secret third option that you may end up with. But when it comes down to the shelter, there's that Page of Cups that have to do with like kids, children. Okay, have to do with like a new like beginning of some kind. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, that's the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's something that you haven't recognized just yet. There's a brand new opportunity coming. Okay, a brand new beginning is coming to you during February. Okay, especially like it's gonna start during Aquarius season. Okay, which is how February starts anyway. But I'm telling you, it has to do with that eclipse that's happening. Okay, there's a brand new beginning. You're shutting off a chapter. You're going to be fine. I feel like there's a secret third option that Spirit is telling me. Like it's just not time for you to know. But your manifestations are very much so working at this point in time. You're going to be fine. Okay, with that Judgment card, you're going to be fine. And like I said, it's eclipse season, so crazy shit starts happening. You know, crazy shit starts happening the closer that we get to it. So something may quite literally just fall out the sky. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so yes, you're going to be fine. You have to trust your intuition. Okay, if your intuition says to do something, you need to trust your intuition. You know what I'm saying? I hope I can start work soon. And honestly and truly, this more so feels like they're telling you to rest. Just take a second to rest before stuff gets more active during the month of February. Okay, so in terms of like, there's still some decisions that have to be made before you can like start work soon. Okay, because this is happening because you need to get up out of there. And honestly and truly, this really could be happening because this could have been, yeah, death in reverse. You should have been left is what this feels like. Not even to like be like, that's exactly what I heard. And I feel like you already knew that, you know what I'm saying? But maybe there was like, not even say, it feels like procrastination in some type of way, but you're going to be fine. But Spirit is doing this so you don't continue to stay there. Because if you stay there because you have a job, you know what I'm saying, you end up staying there longer. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to stay there. So it's one of those things to where they may have told you over these last like 6 months or whatever the case may be, like, okay, like you got to go because this person is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like there were other things that took precedence, you know what I'm saying? Or there were certain things that you just weren't prepared for energetically. You know what I mean? So that this is why this is happening, is what this feels like. Okay, there's something that was always going to end, and I feel like there were some things maybe on your part that kind of stopped it from like happening when it possibly should have. Like there were multiple opportunities prior, even if it doesn't, like this feels, I know this sounds, I don't sound strange, you know what I'm saying, but there's something about like your hand is being forced in order for you to be somewhere that you're supposed to be, because you're not supposed to be there. And if you get a job prior, you're going to want to stay where you're at, and you're not supposed to stay where you're at. So you will be provided for, but there's definitely like some things that are like, the job will come, okay, but you need to be in a better situation first. Okay, there is going to be something to celebrate. All right, you're going to be fine. There's just a need for you to get up out of there. Okay, and they're just giving you no option to get up out of there. Okay, that's what that is. So there might be another option that's coming for you. Okay, that Page of Cups has to do with like a new beginning. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely not the housing program though. Okay, so just definitely hold on tight. Things are going to shift after we get out of a Capricorn season. Okay, so look for some more information after January 19th. Okay, so after January 19th, stuff is going to start like being clearer to you about your living situation. Okay, that's why this is happening. All right, yeah. So you're going to be fine. This is a temporary financial struggle. Okay, you're getting out of a temporary financial struggle. Okay, it's just a karmic situation to show you somebody's like true nature, that you cannot be around that foolishness, that conflict like that. Okay, that's what I have for you, honey. You're going to be fine. And I really feel like another option is going to pop up. There's something that you don't realize just yet. Okay, but it's not the housing program. Something about that is not it. Okay, you had more like a more positive card having to do with like the second option. Okay, that's what I have for you, honey. You're gonna be fine. This is really just something to force your hand to get about that, and the work will come soon. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I know it's hard to not to, but please manifest what it is that you're looking for specifically with your home type of living situation, and don't manifest for what you think you can afford right now. Manifest for what you want. Okay, when you're writing things down, when you're praying, okay, when you're like putting things out into the universe, say what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut no corners. All right. But that's what I have for you. I sever the connection between mine and Jada's guys. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael, for these very, very clear and accurate messages. I low-key want to move back to St. Louis next year. That's real. If that's what you feel called, like I said, there's another option. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's not the time like for you to like figure that out. It's more so a time for you to kind of like feel some things through. You know what I'm saying? But that's very possible. But they're telling you to go through this healing right now, and later on, maybe around January, February of next year, that might be a thing. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Very, very clear and accurate messages. That's the connection between mine and Jada's guides. Jay, your spicy energy reading is up, and after Jay is Lyric. Lyric, let me know your question. Not so shocking for me. Not here too. I'm fucking crying. What spicy energy is coming to Jay soon? Okay. What spicy energy is coming from her future partner? Okay. What spicy energy is coming into Jay's life soon? Tapping in. Excuse me. So this is my birthday. Mother of Death, Holy Death. Thank you so much for being here. Deity of non-judgment. I pray for very, very clear and accurate messages in regards to Jay. And in regards to the spicy energy coming into her life. Okay, now you got some time. I did see that Five of Pentacles just there. Okay, you do got some time. But spicy energy coming into your life. Okay, you definitely have some choices, some options. Okay, but like spicy energy coming into Jay's life. We're back to that. We're back to that Queen of Cups. Okay, this is you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placement energy. Okay, so yes, when it comes down to like energy coming to you soon, spicy energy, okay, this could definitely have to do with like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio season. Okay, it's more so giving Scorpio season because the moon's in Scorpio right now. Yeah, let's give Scorpio season. Okay, the new moon in Scorpio could be significant. Okay, so this is more so giving during the fall. Okay, this is more so giving during the fall. Okay, it could be a little bit of during Taurus season, but Taurus season you might get a little test. Okay, you might have an option during Taurus season around that full moon in Scorpio. Sorry, yeah, that full moon in Scorpio, but this more so feels like the Scorpio season. Okay, so yeah, spicy energy coming towards you. This is definitely like sexy energy. Okay, this is definitely waterworks, my girl. This is definitely I got an itch to scratch. It's definitely waterworks, okay? This is not my business. My shit is already set to 18 plus, but like very much so, Miss Girl. Okay, this is giving waterworks. I don't know how you get down, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not my business. But if it got to do with the waterworks, Miss Girl, you're experiencing that. This is you feeling very like emotionally connected to this person, or emotionally connected to like the person that you're sleeping with. Okay, so spicy energy coming to you soon is giving around like Scorpio season. Okay, I feel like there's a lot going on for you during Pisces season. Okay, but when it comes down to this, like Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this kind of feels like you. So this is you not necessarily having to do too much work. To be honest with you. Okay, this is you not necessarily having to do too much work. This is kind of like somebody who would like to like cater to you by Destiny's Child could be significant around my birthday. Yes, and with that Chariot in reverse, this watery energy is all throughout this reading. Okay, so definitely energy coming towards you soon, spicy energy. This could have to do with like this could also have to do with like you with yourself as well. Okay, this could have to do with you and yourself and like self-pleasure. Okay, yeah, all right, make sure that you have a balance. Okay, but when it comes down to the Chariot, all right, this is you reaching your destination. This is long-term goals. This is success. This is you having a pretty solid and stable. This could start during Cancer season. Okay, so between Cancer season and Scorpio season, okay, them months could definitely be very, very significant for you. Okay, so a water sign man, shocking. Okay, this doesn't even have to be a water sign man. This is you. This Queen of Cups is you. Okay, I'm just saying during Scorpio season. Okay, you could maybe meet somebody during Cancer season. You could maybe meet this person during Cancer season, and I could be getting involved during Scorpio season. Okay, but this is somebody, okay, who like you might, you know, just watch out for overindulgence. You know what I'm saying? This might be somebody that you get like a little digmatized by. I'm not gonna lie, okay? So with the Chariot, this is about somebody like getting you where you need to go, okay? Two of Swords, and this is happening. This is somebody who's getting you to your destination quickly. Hello, Thunder. Not Thunder just opened the door. Thunder, where is your mama? We just gonna stare. Do you see him? Thunder, if you're gonna be in here, you gotta sit. Stop. Sit. Sit down. Okay. Because that could be significant. Okay. Interesting. I'm training for teaching in Cancer season. Okay. Oh, so you could definitely meet somebody there. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, Thunder could be significant. Also gives me Oya. Okay. I know close practices for African traditional religions. But also like Thunder in general also gives me Zeus. Okay. And yeah, so dogs could be significant. Okay, look up the spiritual meaning of dogs. It has to do with like loyalty. This is someone that you're going to feel very like emotionally connected to. Okay, and I feel like this is going to happen relatively fast. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely this is solid. This is solid. This is you being happy. Okay, and I have to travel for it. That's what that Cancerian energy is. Okay, so yes, like you could definitely meet somebody who will be a sexual partner of yours when you go to travel. Okay, because Cancer energy has to do with that. Like, you know, cars, vehicles, long-term travel. Okay, it's just not time right now. It's just not time right. I know. So yes, dogs can be significant. Look up the spiritual meaning of dogs. I shuffled again, and that chariot is. I shuffled again, and that chariot is still very, very significant. Someone could definitely just be like, "You're gonna be in an Thunder. Why is you sniffing me so hard? Where is your mama? Thunder. What is he like? What you got going on? This Thunder, sit down. Sit. If you gonna sit. Or go to your mom. You gotta sit, baby. Okay. So when it comes down to it, okay, Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. Okay, you're gonna be the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo placement person, somebody who has like a long-term plans and goals. Okay, this is someone who has long-term plans and goals. This is someone who is like they have a solid point in their career. This is somebody who is very like they want to be established and stable. Okay, it's definitely somebody very hardworking. Okay, yeah. This is giving before the end of Scorpio season. Okay, it was always going to happen this way. It was just about timing. But yeah, you're going to have somebody who is very much so very good at getting you there, especially in terms of like, waterworks and things of that nature. Confirmation, waterworks and things of that nature. Those were dishes. Okay. So Gemini, Taurus, about gone soon. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo placement person that you're meeting between Cancer season and Scorpio season, or you could be meeting them during Cancer season and sleeping with them during Scorpio season. Okay, this is definitely somebody this is somebody who's helping you to achieve multiple situations of getting there, in a round, or like in a session. All right, this is definitely somebody with stamina, and this is definitely somebody who has like they are interested in some interesting things. It's not feeling like too heavy. I think you're gonna like it as well. I think y'all gonna be interested in the same stuff, but this is definitely somebody who like gets down in the bedroom, gets down low. I pray for times like this has me fucking crying. So this is definitely somebody who's like very like they have the stamina for it. And Mars is in Capricorn right now. This is also just the idea of like somebody who is very, very like dead set on like completing their goal, having to do with you. This might be somebody who likes to like focus on you. Someone who likes to like I said, you're not gonna have to do too much work. This is somebody who would like put in all the work if you wanted them to. Seriously. It's just not time for you to be like right now around all this ecliptical energy. Be with yourself. It's not the time. This would be catastrophic if you did that shit now. So, but Knight of Cups, all right, give it some time. Give it some time. Cancer season to Scorpio season is that window for you. That's what I have for you, honey. I sever connection between mine and Jay's energy. Thank you, Santissima, for these messages. So they get you better. Somebody helping you get there. Multiple times. Very frequently. You're not going to have to do too much work. This is an earth sign. Somebody that you're going to meet. During that point in time. This person is game ready. This person could also be a wild card, okay? This person may really like surprise you, okay? They might like to try new shit, and this person do got some kinky kinks, okay? But I feel like you're going to like them, okay? Yeah, I'm just talking old dude. Yeah, you haven't met this person yet. I want you to know that the person that you're going to be physically involved with, you have not met them yet. That's also something. You have not met this person yet. This is absolutely a new person, for sure. For sure. This is also someone who would start to plan something serious with you. This is someone who would like want y'all. Y'all could both have water sign placements, even though this person's like an earth sign. This person has more earth placements than you do. Okay, this person is more grounded, possibly. Okay, but I'm just saying, you know. But this is somebody who would want something serious with you as well. Like y'all could definitely be very like Scorpio about each other, but this is an earth sign placement person. Okay, they could definitely have Taurus placements, you know, or Capricorn. But I sever the connection between mine and Jay's energy. Lyric, let me know what your question is, Lyric. Lyric is next on my list. Okay, readings are $10 today if anyone is interested. Okay. Now, what do I need to know in order to have a successful year? Okay. Tapping in. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please be here now in regards to Lyric. Thank you for very, very clear and accurate messages in regards to Lyric and what it is that she needs to do and what she needs to know in order to have a successful year. No malefic spirits, no trickster spirits, welcome in this space. Let's see. What is it that Lyric needs to know to have a successful... Listen, if something's over, it's over. I'm hearing Mutt by Leon Thomas. If something is over, it's over. And also, Lyric, believe people when they tell you who they are. Believe people when they tell you who they are. There could be somebody, okay? The name Leon could be significant. The name Thomas could be significant, okay? Dogs could be significant. Look up the spiritual meaning of dogs, okay? There could be a Leo energy, or you could be figuring something out about this around February to... You could be figuring something out around February, or you can also be figuring this lesson out around August, okay? July, August, okay? But in order for you to know, like, you need to know if somebody tells you that they are no good, okay? You need to believe them the first time, okay? So what you need to know in order to have a successful year is to believe people when they show you who they are, okay? She said, take your time, what's the rush? That song is a channel song for you. Ooh, ooh, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time. What's the rush? Don't let nobody use you as no arm candy. I said, and also be careful about people like who are trying to like prey on you. Okay, especially if this is like older people, like could be like an older man or masculine, especially. Okay, like old enough to be your dad, your granddad, trying to like deal with you. Sometimes just be aware of like people having like dog-like ways, okay? You could be in a villain era this year. What you need to know, okay, in order to have a successful year is to believe people when they tell you or show you who they are, okay? Even the underlying shit. What does she need to know to have a successful year, Archangel Michael? Thank you so much for very clear and accurate messages. Ooh. Speaking of, this is the first card. This is your year, boo. Like I said, this is your year, okay? For you, Lyric, what you need to know in order to have a successful year, you are in a brand new beginning. You ain't never had a year like 2026. I can tell you that. This is the first card in this deck. Okay, we're in the first month of this year. Okay, this year you're going to be doing shit that you ain't never did before. You have never had a year like 2026. It will go down in history for you in your personal life. Okay, so when it comes down to speaking up, you need to speak up for yourself. You need to set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And also, this is the idea to let other people know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta sneak. You don't gotta hide. You don't gotta lie when it comes down to the people that you talk to or date or like, you know, friends in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Tell people what it is. Tell people up front, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you want, how you feel. Yes, girl, I've been learning how to cook and I've never learned how to cook before. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like changing your life. You know what I'm saying? This year is about you. Okay. And what you need to know to be successful this year is to focus on you. Honestly and truly, this might be a year for you to be single, okay? This is focusing on you. Speak up for yourself. Set boundaries. Let people know what it is and what it isn't. Let people know what makes you comfortable, what doesn't. You need to speak up for yourself. You could have Aries placements, okay? Or the fact that Neptune is shifting into Aries at the end of this month, okay? It's going to stay there for like the rest of our lives. Neptune is going to be shifting into Aries, okay? Saturn is going to be shifting into Aries, okay? Saturn returns could be very, very significant for you, okay? Or Aries season could be very significant for you this year, okay? You're in Aries, exactly. There we go with that first house energy. Also, do what the fuck you want to with your look. Dress how you want to. If you want to get piercings, get pierced. If you want to get tatted, get tatted. Of course, I think about, the stuff that you put on your body permanently, but it's just like, especially like who's doing it. But like, this is just that idea. Hi. Hey, Trey. When it comes down to you, Lyric, okay? When it comes down to you, dress how you want to dress, okay? Dress how you want to dress. Wear what you want to wear, okay? Your first house is going to be like, not say your first house, but you and your Aries placements, okay, are going to be very like boom, boom, boom ski this year, okay? It's all this Aries ass energy in the sky. So this is why this year is so transformational. Neptune, we ain't never had Neptune in Aries, like in our lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Confirmation. So that's why this year feels so different, because literally this has never happened in our lifetime, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that and Saturn is going to be in Aries for the first time together in our lifetimes, okay? So your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth, Lyric, okay? You need to stand in your light. Wear what the fuck you want to wear. Okay? Talk to who the fuck you want to talk to. Speak up for yourself. And as an Aries, normally y'all don't have no problem speaking up for yourself, okay? Thank you for the gifts. Normally y'all don't got no problem speaking up for yourself, okay? Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth, okay, this year. All right. Are your words scripted? Do you only say what you think others want to hear, Lyric? Okay. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak up during 2026. You have something important to say that needs to be heard. This could be about you putting yourself out there. It could be about you. It could be a channel. It could be, a social media channel. It could be a platform. You have something important to say this year that needs to be heard. This situation cannot get better if you're holding back your truth. Okay, so 2026 is not going to get any better for you if you are holding back your truth. And your truth is more than just your words. It's about being yourself as well. Wearing your truth. You know what I'm saying? How do you compromise yourself, Lyric? Do you deny what you feel and agree to do the shit that you don't enjoy? Okay, or agree with people in order to keep the peace? None of that in 2026. Stop agreeing with people just to make shit go easier. You need to stand up for yourself. Let people know when they had you fucked up, as long as you're able to do it in a very clear manner. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're sure, say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? How do you compromise yourself? You know what I'm saying? This card shows up to tell you that in some ways you have no voice. Your opinions, beliefs, and ways of doing things are taking a backseat to everybody else's. So you're centering other people too much in your life. There's a need for you to choose you this year, okay? You may be rolling solo for a while, or like a lot of this year, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to really like build your boundaries up, okay? Allow yourself to honor your inner truth and set your intention to communicate your inner truth in a loving and transparent way. So you also may be journaling this year. I would advise journaling. I would advise a creative outlet. This could be singing, writing, poetry, journaling. I would advise that this year for you. This card could also, or it could even have to be like with a channel, like I said, like social media. This card could also indicate that you've been conditioned to keep your opinions to yourself, Lyric, but your opinions matter, okay? Tell people what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Speak up as the situation calls for it, okay? When you do, you will have a renewed sense of self this year, and you may even open doors that were previously closed to you, okay? So there's a bunch of new shit coming for you 2026. In order for you to be successful, you have to put yourself out there. Closed mouths do not get fed. Is there something on your mind that you're not communicating? Do you feel that you're compromising yourself in any way? Okay, choose you. Choose you, Lyric, okay? Choose you for sure, ski. Okay, and spiritual growth. Girl, this is a good year, okay? So in order for you to have a successful year, speak the fuck up, okay? And spiritual growth. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. The lesson that you're experiencing is about speaking up. Speaking up is required for you to spiritually evolve this year. That's how you can be successful, is to speak up for yourself in order for you to grow. Thunder. In order for you to grow, okay? You're currently experiencing a lesson. You're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. And then we have auric field right here too. You're going through a huge fucking change, okay? So also keep your protection up, okay? Keep your protection up during this year. Keep your auric field protected, and that's also why you may be spending some more time with yourself, okay, as you go through this shift and don't do too much, Thunder. as you go through this shift and process, okay? And look, there might be people around you, okay, this year who may require a lot of attention from you, okay? And you can definitely set boundaries and speak up about what it is that you can and cannot like handle in regards to that, okay? Do the inner work necessary to learn your soul's lesson this year. Then you can apply these lessons to open new doors, the second time that was mentioned, okay, that you never thought were available to you. You're going to be doing shit this year that you dreamed of, okay? You tend to have unhealthy relationships because you're compromising yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do you tend to have unhealthy relationships because you compromise, okay? Or like you like keep your opinion shut to keep the peace and shit like that, okay? Or do you gravitate towards situations that require you to sacrifice too much of yourself? If so, take a very close look at these situations and ask yourself what it is that you need to learn so you can move forward. It can involve breaking free from old limiting beliefs such as a fear of success, poverty consciousness, low self-worth, or normalized dysfunction. Emphasis on that. Okay, so this year you are growing spiritually, and there's certain shit by the end of this year that you have allowed for your whole life you will never allow again. Thunder, I'm trying to understand why your whole body. Can I see them, please? Excuse. I really have been feeling like this year is about me. It is. Like, I've been learning to speak up, especially when it comes to me and my man. You should. Okay? I'm sorry, Mama. Where is your mama? Oh, you're so cute. But yes, Lyric, that is what, not too much. That's what I have for you. You need to speak up and understand that this is a year of intensive spiritual growth. This is a year of intensive spiritual growth, okay? You're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution this year about authentic self-expression and being yourself. Speak up, be yourself. Wear what the fuck. You're going to look so different. You're going to make an interesting change, okay? You're going to make a change to your physical appearance this year, okay? Your physical appearance is shifting and changing this year. Okay? So understand that you may look real different at the end of this year than you do right now. Oh, I feel like Thunder's telling me to get up off of here. But with that being said, Lyric, that's what I have for you for this year. Speak up for yourself, wear what the fuck you want, defend yourself, okay? But you don't have to like you know what I'm saying? You don't have to like do too much, but it's just the idea of like, yeah, I feel that way. I like it and no one else has to like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it and nobody else has to like it. You know, and actually I can't spend any more time with you. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, like just being forward and honest, even if it makes people feel, you know, like uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? This is my first relationship where I've been speaking up and setting my expectations. You know what I'm saying? That's our Shayla now. Thunder. You're not setting me no more. But that's what I have for you. Lyric, you're going to be fine. I sever the connection between mine and Lyric's guys. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for these messages. I fucks with y'all the long way. But yes, that is what I have for you, Lyric. You're going to have a great fucking year. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Yes. You're going to have a great year. Seriously. But I fucked with y'all a long way, okay? Final call for anybody interested in partaking in this protection magic tomorrow. I'm going to come on here and load this. This is $10, okay? So yes, and my reading list is closed for right now, okay? No problem. You're very welcome. So yes, anybody else, I will be back on here tomorrow to... I'm here tomorrow to load this up, okay? So I fucked with y'all a long way, and I'll talk with y'all later. Bye.